Went to Kalion. We're traveling on the road. You guys went from the shrine and within the mountains, left, bartered your way into Kalion. All the high elves have left Kalion, been summoned and mustered south. So anyone of pure blood or a pure high elf has been summoned back to the lands, especially those descending from the royal or the imperial bloodline. They are definitely required to head back. And with that, the original king, Orisius of Kalion, has fled. Kind of upped and left, but Kalion is kind of a smaller city where it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. There are natural resources out here, but it's on the very edge, in between both the Dwarven Empire of the Ironfoot clan and the elves, the High Elves, and the northwest part of Layla. Lord Romondo entered in, splashed some gold around, and became a noble of the land, or his name of repute is grown, as only nobles would carry around large sacks of coin and easily spend it on fancy feasts of cod mixed with honey and spices, asking the chef Trollbleeder to cook up a fine meal for the harvest festival that's coming up. With that, too, you guys were looking at getting shops open as Dvalin and Cans went shopping and scouted out throughout Kalion for different places to set up new shops, and Cans did so. I kind of linked some rules in last week, and I guess we'll solidify them if things push comes to shove. Dvalin met with a local smith and a fellow Ironfoot herself, willing to talk with them about maybe partnering up, and they were supposed to meet at the Harvest Festival tonight. And Neji was sort of just around the inn a little bit last week. He was kind of under the weather. But Neji tried to disguise himself as one of the guards. Of course, like I said, the guards had all been summoned back. And so he arose suspicion. He was told to go get his horse at the stables. And I don't know where Neji's going. And Morgwyn and Romondo are just kind of going around, hanging around, just having a good time. And Vodos tried to commune with his god, but failed miserably. I blame your shitty rolls and lack of spell slots.
I said
full caster.
okay. This half caster will still kick your ass in Pinnacle though.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Like the dick measuring begin.
Every freaking week.
Every week, what?
What, Kanto? It's kind of like a comma in there and then nothing left after that?
Yep, that was it.
Oh, okay.
Every week.
Cans met his kobold clan of Negs, Jegs, Wegs, Pegs, and all so on. And they set up a nice little shop. Cans linked me kind of what he had on display, and we'll make rolls and stuff. I told him that he sold the crossbow bolt, but magical items in these things take a while to sell. But attention is starting to be brought up with the group. As you know, magical items, property of great value. And Dvalin was thinking about resting tonight and getting the sending spell to send a message to someone he knows back home to summon the king to send a caravan out to buy the magical items. It's mid-afternoon in Kalion. Tonight is the Harvest Festival, probably around sunset or around 7 p.m. Everyone's been given candles and so forth, but am I missing anything? Anybody want to add anything, or shall we begin?
Nah. Voto's just gonna walk back into the town and try to find everybody.
Let me in the Kalion.
Yes, master.
Let me in. Let me in. Let me in.
This is kind of a theater of the mind thing right now, but yeah, I'll let you in.
You said that. I don't think anyone understood that reference.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Feel
Eric
better now.
Andre.
I hear it so often, it kind of numbed. Sorry.
Is this like an anime thing? Because I'm kind of a boomer, guys.
Nah,
No,
it's a
Eric
comedian.
Andre.
It's a comedian. It's a funny. It's a famous. skit
Oh,
of his,
yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Where he's
With
like at the White House.
Hannibal Burgess and those guys.
He's like at the White House and he's like, "Let me in.
Hilarious.
Let me in."
Cool. Well, here's Kalion. We got We got the shop over here. Cool. Neji, where are you at? What are you doing?
I don't know.
We kind of neglected you last week. You were in the Road Warden's Rest, which is the name of the inn in Kalion. And you were just kind of being mischievous, you know, shape-shifting a little bit. But the girl, she handed you a piece of bread and said, you know, don't forget your horse by the stable. And that's kind of where we left off with you. So I want to kind of go with Neji because he was pretty absent last week. Just as this connection and everything.
Where am I supposed to take my... Oh, I guess I'm supposed to...
Well, right now you appear as the guard. You're dressed in Neji's clothes, though, because you can only shapeshift.
Yeah, so I remember... I think I like walked out, and after I walked out, I changed back to my like regular changeling form.
Okay, where are you going? What is Neji doing?
Though. Well, it's still like what, around noon, right?
It's around 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
2 p.m. Is there any place I can go for like armor? Maybe magical armor.
Magical armor.
Yes, come on down to the Pumpkin Emporium.
Is that the name of your shop, right?
Yeah.
We're going to have a little competition in here. Some Dvalin and Cans are going to have a little smith. We had a little smith off last game.
Yeah, we all know who the better smith is.
Chastity belt.
I am definitely the better blacksmith. You're the better torturer.
I won't
I
won't disagree with you.
You made something that should not be said.
You walk outside, and as it's springtime, the honey and bees must be out in season. And that's a good thing because the feast tonight will have hopefully some fresh spices.
I thought you were going to say honey and bees.
I did, and I fucked it. You know, I keep fucking up at the end. I'm trying to think of shit off the top of my head. Okay, so you're going to eat some honey, and then there's going to be fucking bees in it.
Yep.
And you're like, ah!
Straight from the source.
Why are these bees fucking?
Tastes like stinging.
I hurt my mouth. And Neshi, which place you want to go to? You want to go to the smithy shop, or you want to go to the Pumpkin Emporium? The Pumpkin Emporium's right down that way.
I don't really. What's the difference going to be? Like, what do they?
You ask a
What do
commoner.
they
We
sell?
actually make armor.
Say again?
There's a bunch of kobolds. They put out these things. I don't know. Like they say they're magical, and they're selling these great potions. Try it.
I figure he's talking about cans, and I'm trying to like rip off the dealer for the best possible price, and I wouldn't want to do that to him. So I go to the smith.
Okay, you're gonna go to the
Little does he know, DM. Little does he know.
As you're walking
like, how
on the way to the smith, make a perception roll.
A 7.
Unfortunately, Neji, you know, you're just not that great at, you know, spotting something, you know, really.
I'm really not.
You're kind of walking by the stables, you hear the horses neighing. Mister, a little girl says to you.
Hello? Do I know you?
It's a young woman. She must be about like 9 years old or so. And I'm going to try to link you a picture of her. It is super hard to find pictures of children, like fantasy art pictures, surprisingly.
Yeah, just not the kind we're looking for.
She's like, you forgot your horse.
I don't have any horses.
I heard you back at the inn say you need a horse.
Me? I wasn't talking to anyone at the end.
Oh, my mistake.
Do I recognize her as like the chick that tried to hold my hand?
No, that was an elven woman. Elven girl.
Okay.
That was kind of
Okay. Okay. Does she keep trying to talk to me, or do I go about my business?
Do you turn around and leave?
I ask her name.
Ella? What is your name,
Oh.
stranger?
Neji. What are you doing here? Don't you have, like, parents?
Yeah, they live right over there.
Where is she pointing? Is it important, like, where she's pointing to, or just
You look
some
out,
arbitrary?
you look her, you see like maybe she pointed to a house.
Okay. Oh, so what are you doing here?
I just saw you were new here. I must have been mistaken. I thought you were one of the guards.
No. Do I look like a guard?
Well, I just must have got messed up, you know.
It happens. Anyways, it was nice meeting you. I'll be on now.
You turn around and walk away.
Correct.
You feel like a dagger at your back.
Nani?
Hey,
You're slow.
Uh,
You hear a comment. You hear like a familiar voice.
does the voice say anything?
You're slow, and you're careless.
Oh, I'm slow. Am I actually being stabbed, or is it just like a sensation?
It's kind of like you're being held up.
Okay. Shit, I don't know what to say to that. Who are you?
You know who it is.
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking you.
No, you know who it is, Neji.
Oh.
He follows up with another, no, I don't. Who is it?
God damn it! Who is it? Classic D&D moment. It's you don't. He doesn't have like a name.
Okay.
You know, he's never given you a name, but you kind of just know him as the Wolf. He's a guild contact that you've known. And he is a shape changer just like you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna trying to get better at linking stuff here. And he has no face really. He's like you. He's a man of many faces.
Hmm. What do you want with me?
Says you keep shape-shifting around like you don't care. You'll bring on unwanted attention. I taught you that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm doing just fine.
I saw you in the inn.
You don't know what you saw.
Yeah? He sheaths his dagger.
I turn around. So, what's up?
Why are you back?
Well, the party that I'm with is here. Am I not allowed back?
No, I'm just wondering. You left.
This life wasn't for me.
Just like a nameless one. Wandering. Waiting for the call.
I'm sure you can appreciate that.
Why didn't you ever join us, Neji?
Like I said, life wasn't for me. I wanted to make something of myself. Go out and adventure. It's what I was supposed to do. It's who I'm supposed to be, I'm sure. Surely you can respect that.
Are you still interested in work?
Depends on the kind. As it would seem, I'm quite materialistic, and I would like to buy a lot of things and sell them for money.
Good. Kings always have coin to offer. And every king I know has an enemy.
Oh. Then I am the man for you.
Are you your own worst enemy, Neji? Still blaming yourself for that friend you lost?
Let's not talk about that here.
Why not? We're invisible
Because
here.
I said,
He like looks around and just like there's a bunch of like kind of commoners. They don't really pay attention to you.
what happened was my fault, and I'll have to live with that for the rest of my life. Part of that atonement is going out and exploring. Part of it was leaving this life, but leaving this life, people around me still died. So maybe I'm just cursed. Who knows? Or maybe I'm not. It's my job to figure that out.
Death follows the nameless ones. Wherever we go, this is the way.
Well, I'll try to break that curse.
Well, if you ever change your mind, Neji, you should join us.
I'll be in contact.
Every king has an enemy, though.
Which ones are you referring to?
The king that left here. He had a contract out.
Who's his enemy?
There's forces gathering nearby. Any enemy of the Emperor is an enemy of the king, and there's always standing bounties for things like this.
How much?
In your travels, did you find any bandits?
The
The highwaymen robbing the trade routes?
Yes. We killed them,
Good.
right? Or did one get away? I can't remember. Yeah, one got away. One got away.
You know better than that, Neji. You're always supposed to kill everyone. Leave no witnesses.
Well, I was kind of new at it, all right? I've gotten better, though. Was never really into the killing stuff, you know? But, in this day and age, you kind of have to. It's either kill or be killed. I'm sure you know this.
The scouts have picked up symbols on some of the dead gnolls.
Oh,
They say there's a bandit captain leading them.
so kill the captain, yeah? That's the contract?
Well, that's up to you, Neji. You're not a killer, are you?
I can be for the price. And reason.
Well, what's your price?
Okay. IRL me is quite stupid. What would a good price be? I don't know. I feel like I would say something ridiculously high and sound stupid.
Well, an average,
Ridiculously high.
an artisan would make 1 gold piece a day. I'm getting a feedback from someone. I don't know who it is. Someone's playing their audio through the speakers. An artisan would make 1 gold piece a day. An unskilled laborer makes a silver piece a day.
But like to actually kill this guy, you know, do the whole contract, whatever, claim the bounty, how much should that go for, like ballpark?
You want to do it?
What's the bandit doing? He's just robbing people, right? Doing pretty immoral things, I assume.
Look around, Neji. We're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
No, he did try to attack my party. Or his men, anyways. I might be interested. Do you know where he is?
No.
I see.
How does 500 gold sound?
$600. And I'll bring you his head.
He just nods. Just kind of looks back at you and walks away.
I'd like take a deep breath. Whew. That was exciting. I actually look left, look right, and shift into like my little boy form. Like I'm all
Sure.
happy and giddy, and I'm just like kind of exploring. And I don't actually know where I'm going. I'm just kind of like I just picked a direction and I just went.
Sure.
And it takes some time for me to realize. But after that, I intend to, like I said, try to get some better armor, if any exists. I already have what do I have here? I'm stupid. Studded leather. So if I'm able to get anything for better than that.
Sure, let's go back. Let's go to the rest of the table as Neji heads to the shop. This is kind of like we were kind of leaving off last game, sort of into a downtime moment before the festival was supposed to happen. But this is your opportunity, guys, if you want to do anything or just whatever you guys want to do, really. Let's just kind of go around the table. Where is Dvalin, Cans, Romondo, and Morgwin at? Because I think Vodos was in the field and he's coming out.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
The Ballin's gonna be staying at the shop until time for the festival would happen. Just working away, trying to make some armor and weapons.
Okay. Morgwin?
Kansas is pretty much going to be doing the same as Dvalin, while also making potions. That's pretty much it. Trying to make some goods for the shop before I know we eventually have to leave.
Turn back on some happier music. Ramondo?
I'm gonna randomly be shelling out about 200 silver pieces, throughout schmoozing, essentially.
Like the commoners, or who are you giving this money to?
Commoners and soldiers.
There's only... Kalion has a very... You go around handing out the coin. Kalion only probably has... roll a d8 minus 1. And a minimum of 4.
D8.
So you rolled too low. So Kalion is extremely... All the guards that are pure blood have been called back. Kalion essentially has been completely abandoned by the High Elves, for all intents and purposes. The city is poorly defended, and so there's only a few soldiers / guards here. There are people here. There is a tribe of like about 20 Vikings that have come down south to do hunting, and there's other adventures and things like that. And so, what do you want to do?
Primarily give it to the residents of the town, not the traveling through, folks and such like that.
Okay.
I'm essentially just trying to, play, like I said, play the political game a little bit, and seeing the weakness of the soldiers / guards. I'd probably be keeping my eye out for people that I could hire on to guard the city.
Oh, you're so kind. Why are you giving me this?
This is my town now, so I feel like I should at least give some back to you guys.
You're the new king?
Yes, sir, I am.
My lord, what's your name?
The name is Romondo.
Ramondo looks like The Rock. Do you give him the eye at least, like this? Whatever he does?
Oh yeah, like I said, doing the full schmooze.
You can make a... I would only... There's no roll required, but to actually find guards, like other able men, roll a d20. It's an investigation roll, sorry. You roll an 18 plus what your investigation mod, so probably like a 20 or something.
Yeah, it might be -1 or something in that area. Let me check here. So, investigation. Yep, -1.
Yeah, but you're also like handing out gold. There's just not a lot of fighting men here. There's other dwarves and things like that, but the dwarves are kind of old. And there's a lot of farmers. There's a place called Berry Farm here. They do a lot of pumpkin and alfalfa farming. And you know that some of the trade has been disrupted because of recent bandits, blocking the routes, holding up caravans like you guys experienced a little bit. And there's rumors that this has been a problem. You also hear about sort of the same information Dvalin heard about a mine that they used to get ore from this mine, but They haven't received the ore in about a month.
Neither of those are good. You said there are a bunch of Vikings that have been traveling through?
Yeah.
I'd like to approach them and try and hire them to kill the bandits.
You want us to kill bandits?
That they are disrupting the trade of this town, my town.
Huh.
So I'd like for you to eliminate anybody that is on the road trying to have a bad influence on our trade.
Kill every last one?
Every last one.
Hmm.
They are lawbreakers. They do not deserve to live.
There's about 20 of them. We're supposed to be hunting to take the venison back north to the tribe.
What is your price?
Hmm. You speak to like the leader there.
Mhm.
He's like, 1 gold piece per man per day for 30 days to hunt them all.
30 gold?
600 gold, I think.
They'll give you 30 gold each. Sorry. Right? Yeah, anyway.
That's right, 30 gold each times 20.
Yep.
30 times 20, so it's 600 gold each.
So, half now and half when I get 20 heads.
You're asking dangerous work. This is not like hunting animal or bear in the wood.
You're the only ones here I believe can help defend my town. If you don't want to, by all means, go hunt.
Make an
I
insight
won't
roll.
force you. Some skills.
Failure. Natural 1. Well, 600
day.
is our price.
Well, then you better bring me 20 heads.
You pay them 600 gold.
I will pay them 600 gold.
Small fortune. They all kind of madness. They all look kind of like happy. You know, and they're like, all right. And they like, the hunt begins. Let's go to Morgwin.
Morgwen will post up in the, I guess it's like a piazza or a town square near the fountain.
Sure.
And he'll be just taking up the role of town crier, speaking about the new Lord Romondo to the people that are passing by and telling the tales of the adventures with the temple and make sure to come to the feast tonight. And
Lord Romondo, he's so rich. He gave me a gold coin for free. That's no
Silver,
gold
really.
coin, that's a silver coin. Oh, yeah.
Are you just playing like your instrument in town?
I'm just gonna, be the town crier sort of thing. Talk, just tell people what's going on and get
Awesome.
people to come out tonight.
Let's go to Cans. Then we'll go to Dvalin. Cans, you're just in the shop. You've already sold the crossbow and the bolts to the hunters. What else are you doing, bud? Or are you there? I think Cans might be AFK. Let's go to Dvalin.
No, I'm here.
Okay,
I'm here.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm still doing the same thing. Just working on some gear, probably looking for supplies to make some armor, and some weapons, or jewelry.
They do have like a local little mine here, but
Mhm.
there's like nobody really mining it. I'm trying to find it on the map here. But there is a small little mine.
Mhm.
There's also a temple, and there's a farm, and there's talks of a spring nearby that gives restorative power.
Yeah, I'll probably take what's his freaking name?
Negs?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Negs with me to the mine.
Okay.
Look
You
for
go and
supplies.
like kind of you're kind of like checking it out. Do you have any like history with like metallurgy and stuff like that?
No, not in particular.
You've heard of dwarves being able to touch the stone and like they know more about the stone and stuff, right? And you think to yourself, damn it, I might need to Valen.
Frick!
This mission is a prerequisite for a party member to be available.
Yeah. You did not meet the
Alright,
minimum
I'll,
party level requirements or whatever.
I'll go and chat with Deval and see what he's doing, see if he wants to go with me.
Sure, let's go to, before we go to Deval real quick, let's go to Vodos. Vodos, you've come back empty-handed, empty-hearted. You heard the drums of war, but the gods remain silent to stay. What do you do, buddy? The feast is being gone around town. You see Romondo going around, handing out coin like little candy. Like it was Hollow's End. You're muted, buddy.
Ah,
There you go,
it
bud.
was me that time.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to walk through, just looking, just pondering, kind of not paying attention really to where I'm going. But I want the sound of Morgwyn's voice yelling about Romondo
Yes.
to distract me, and I just want to walk over to where Morgwyn is and just kind of stand there and listen to him as well. Just kind of rant and rave about Romondo, how the Great Lord is here. And I'll just kind of look at him, stare at him for a bit, and do that. But also while in deep thought about my god and what I should do, really.
I'll randomly try and give you a silver coin.
No, I don't need it.
Oh, sorry,
No.
Notice. I didn't realize it was you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
And
didn't
I might
realize I
have
was.
to take a break.
I didn't realize that was me either. Wait,
Wait,
sorry.
Huh?
Forget
Alright,
it.
whatever.
Let's go to Deval. Deval is in the smithy, right?
Yep. Currently working at some armor.
Your hands are so rough.
Aye. That they are.
The woman is in
Shows the
there.
experience.
Aye, so how are we going to return these artifacts to the king?
I had a plan on that. But I'll need the rest up after tonight's ceremony.
Oh, you have to hammer right here, Davalen. Your skill is not like it used to be. You've been out hunting the trolls and the monsters.
I've been away from the forge for too long. The fires start to go out. So, I need some practice. Just earlier today, some runt just tried to best me in some smithing. I can't even say who won. That alone is mind-boggling. I'm a little concerned.
Did you put it in the book of grudges?
Aye, his name will never be forgotten.
Aye.
And what about, as she caresses your hand a little bit, the book of friendship?
I just, I'm mid-swing when she does this, so I just kind of hold it right there and look at her. Well, I've never heard of this book of friendship, but I just put the hammer down and put my hand over hers. How about we make one?
Well, if two smiths are better than one, I always thought.
No job is too difficult, but every job is easier when you have a partner.
Can you tell me again about the great aspects, the great affects, and what happened?
Aye. Long ago. I'm not gonna say a story right now. Let's just say that, what's his name? Cans walks in at that point.
Yeah, Cans comes in. Oh! She takes her hand off yours as she comes in.
Martin's beard! Who's... Oh.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Should I come back?
Oh, it's fine. What is it?
You wanna go touch some rocks?
What the hell kind of question is that?
A good one?
What kind of rocks?
There's a mine in the town. I figured, you may need some supplies slash materials. I need supplies and materials, and maybe we can work together and go get some.
I heard of this mine, and I've been meaning to ask you. I turn back to the lady. How have you been doing on supplies? I heard that they have not been transporting ores for at least a month.
I don't know.
Well, having more raw ore can never hurt. Alright, go ahead and take me to it. I just seem to know where it is.
Oh, by the way, Dvalin, this is Negs, my brother.
Hey!
I can see the resemblance. You both look like scaly rats.
I'm obviously the better looking one, but
Debatable.
All right, let's go to this mine and see what this is all about.
Her name is.
I'll be back
Torg.
soon. Yeah, I have her name now. I just had to look at it. I'll be back soon, Torga. Keep the forge hot for me.
We'll be closing up shop soon. Hurry up. Be safe.
Aye.
And you take off. And you head towards this like little mine. Let me see if I can find it on the map. Does Romondo want to do anything else besides curry favor with the locals?
Well, I mean, obviously the other half of what I was looking to do was to organize these guys up for the mine. Let them know that the ore is not coming from the mine, and that becomes my number one thing for the town.
Ah, there it is.
You kind of go around town and you send off the clan. Let me tell you the clan's name too, Romondo.
Sure.
The Bajams.
Bijon?
Yeah, because it's like the Viking name stuff. It's kind of hard to pronounce. Jams or something like that.
I heard bosom.
Bosoms?
Bosoms?
I will call them Dijon. the Bijons?
20 fighting men leave the town looking to secure the road with the bandits. Interesting, I like that. There's another, Romondo, there's another Halfling in town, or another man, I'll say. A small man. Maybe he's a Halfling, it's kind of hard to tell. What do you do? He's got a sword, he could be a fighter. Hey,
Yeah.
you're handing out coin?
Aye, flip them a silver.
Thank you.
You new? You're new to my town.
Your town?
Let me introduce myself. I am Lord Romondo. I'm the new king of this town here, this city.
King of
Where'd you get
Kalion.
that sword?
Oh, this old thing? Oh, well, I got it from the forge over there.
Oh, okay. So my forge, gotcha. Well, good. I hope the quality holds up. So
Alright.
tonight at the harvest, why don't you come and sit with me at my table? I'd like to speak to you a little bit more in detail about my plans for here. You look like you might be in for some adventure.
Yes, I've been traveling around. I came from down south.
No, I guess I come join me at the festival. I feel like we'll have more to talk about then.
Romondo, roll a d20. If you roll a 3 or less, the rain clouds start to come in and maybe wash out the close. There's some rain clouds that kind of come by. You know how like they hold these outdoor events? It's kind of a gamble, right? Because they can just start raining. You see the
live in
rain off in
Seattle.
the distance. Yeah, exactly. You see the rain off in the distance, cusping against the mountainsides of Layla. Let's go to Neji. Neji, you're heading to the forge as you see Dvalin and Cans leave. What do you do? Or do you just want to go in and start bartering?
Just gonna go in and start bartering.
So the way we did it last week is they have anything on the Adventurers Guild gear list, the Adventurers gear list, and if you want to buy simple weapons, she is a crafter, so she can apply enchantments to items. But she is just one crafter herself, so it could take time. It takes, for each item, it takes 50 gold pieces a week to do it, not including the margin that she'll charge you.
Okay. Where is this list of things?
You just missed the Varlin.
She says to you. She has a glistening beard, as every dwarf female does.
That is quite the attractive beard you have there.
Aye.
Do you like it? She points out some of her braids.
Yes, I do. It's very nice.
Aren't you a little young to be swinging a sword?
Am I?
Well, you are just a boy.
Am I?
Well, yes. She goes back to, like, just hammering something.
I like shift, like in front of her.
Oh!
How about now?
What are you?
Sell me something nice and I'll tell you.
Well, I have this nice short sword here.
Well, something I want. I don't want a short sword.
Insult me, sir.
So I'm quite sure you have the highest quality short swords in all the land. I just am not in the market for one.
Well, what are you in the market for, my lord?
Well, I am in the market for potentially daggers, but mostly armor.
What type of
Light
armor?
armor. Light armor, specifically.
What type of armor are you looking for?
Whatever's better than studded leather.
I don't think there is anything better than studded leather.
There's no armors better than studded leather. You just go straight to medium after that.
Unless you count enchanted armor.
Yeah, enchanted studded leather. Now,
She looks at your sack of how much coin you have. How much coin do you have, Neji?
I have. Oh, are we counting my statue, which goes for 3,000?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if we count that, I have 3,300 gold and 1,300 silver.
She's like, who? She doesn't know you're friends with Dvalin.
Oh. Well, my buddy Dvalin told me about this place. He said I would find the best studded leather here. Enchanted, of course.
Well, we're finding out the details, of course, but we're supposed to be partners, him and I.
Well, he spoke very highly of you. He looks forward to working with you. In fact, I just saw him leave.
Then why the blasted did you insult my craftsmanship with the short sword?
I didn't. I merely mentioned that I wasn't in the market for one.
Well, it's going in the book of grudges. She goes over to like a book on her desk and she fucking writes your name down in it.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Any item that you buy from her costs 50% higher than the market.
What?
Oh my god!
Did she tell me this?
Yeah! I told you that. You never insult a dwarf's craftsmanship.
Wait, but how did I insult your craftsmanship?
Well, she puts the pen down. There is one thing you can do for me.
And what is that?
Well, you see, I'm not getting any younger here.
Okay.
And all the dwarf men here are kind of, losers.
Okay.
But, they don't appreciate good craftsmanship and good stonework.
I agree.
Do you understand what I'm getting at here?
I do.
Make sure it happens.
I have no idea what she's talking about. Can I can I glean information as to what she's talking about?
You look at her kind of funny. She kind of looks back at you kind of funny.
I shapeshift into Dvalin.
Now you understand.
Oh no.
I get him real close. So I'm like, so what kind of studded leather can you get me?
Not you. I want the real thing, not some cheap trick illusion. You don't even smell like a dwarf.
Roll
Okay,
yourself
okay.
into stone.
I can work with this. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Now
I'm,
you know what I mean by all the losers around town.
Yeah, I'm tracking. Okay, okay. You want yourself a genuine dwarf, a man among men.
His hands are so rough. His muscles are so burly.
Oh, I've seen under his garb. He's chiseled like a god.
And hairy.
Oh yes,
Oh
everywhere.
god.
Have you seen his hair?
I have. It's amazing. Oh my gosh.
I could just lock it for hours and play with it with my little fingers. Oh, what am I saying? Well, if Dvalin and I can get together, then, well, I'll just have to cross your name out in the Book of Grudges now.
I see. Oh. Consider it a deal. And in fact, I'd like a discount on top of that if possible.
Hey, you would, wouldn't you? But
I would.
You see this right here? She points to your name right there. It just says asshole.
Asshole could be anyone. My name is not Asshole.
Oh, she takes the pen. Face changing asshole.
That is a lot more specific. There's not a lot of those around. Okay.
She says,
very well.
See, this is how it works. She's like 2,250 gold. You want your precious armor to be enchanted by yours truly.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
You do that. I'm gonna go to Cans and Dvalin. They're at this mine here.
Quickly before we move on, what are the chances that I can pretend to be him and pull it off? Considering I have the actor trait.
Pretty good.
You'd have to be a raging alcoholic.
Okay.
Pretty good, Neji.
Because she's probably not like, well, her charisma's probably not too high, or her intelligence, wisdom, whatever the fuck. Okay.
I'll let you just think about it. Have the brain juices flowing there. Dvalin and you guys are right outside this mine here. I'm just kind of looking at it. Dvalin, it's just like a basic mine of some kind. There's like a little mine cart. It's something that maybe was started, but what do you do?
Someone's been talking about me. Anyways, what did you want me to do here? It's just a tiny little mine. Hardly even worth the effort of coming here.
You don't want to get this thing operating?
Well, sure, but it's so small.
We can dig deeper.
You can only dig so deep before the earth just stops giving you her valuable resources. Well, you said
You're
you
the
wanted me to touch a
expert.
rock.
Yeah, what we got in here?
Fine. I'll see what my dwarf sense will tell me about the earth beneath our feet. What gifts she wishes to bring us. If she even has any left. I'll walk up to the mine.
Yeah.
And
Use your little stone cutting ability from one D&D, your bonus action ability. You kind of hone in and touch the stone. It reverberates like a sixth sense, like an echolocation almost that every dwarf has. You feel the crevices and creaks of stone, the densities in between it, where the ore stops and where other precious metals begin and end. Something maybe was valuable here, right, at one time. I mean, they built a little fort around it, right? Roll a d20, I think an investigation roll. And the higher you roll, the better it is.
that's just a flat roll. Alright, here we go. Let's see how well I do. not horrible.
What do you find in there, Dvalin?
I think that maybe standard metals like iron, chromium, maybe some copper too. And who knows, maybe we'll find some coal down there as well. That's always useful.
There are some dwarves in
Nothing
town.
too-
You know, you could go around and hire and try to pull out just some of the iron and things like that. Surprisingly, you know that the other smith has had some issues getting ore recently. So supplies are starting to run lower. Torga is having some issues. So hiring a few dwarves to get some ore out could be good.
Is this the mine that was that you were talking about earlier, or is this a smaller mine?
This is just a mine in Kalion.
But
Okay,
is this
so
the mine that you were talking about with me?
No, this is a smaller mine. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I'll go out of the fortified area and go rally myself some dwarves. I need to talk some sense into these youngsters.
Romondo is like asking around town more about the mine. The mine that Romondo is talking about is far past the Forge of Retol. It's northeast of here. It's almost like there was like a small dwarven city of some kind, like a mining group was there. And strangely enough, there hasn't been any shipments lately from them. And, you know, there's no trade contracts with the guild here or anything like that, so they're not, like, forced into it in a way. Or, like, a contract has been broken that. It's just that Kalion is so small where they just show up or not. So the locals, they're like, yeah, now you think about it, they haven't shown up in a bit. The name of that mine, Non-Maldur. Non-Maldur. I just typed it in chat for you.
Got it. Thank you.
Cool. And this is kind of where I'm just opening it back up to the floor. Does anybody else want to do anything before the Harvest Festival?
I do.
Hey, what do you want to do, Votos?
After I look at Morgwin, just kind of doing his thing, after pondering for a bit, I want to go find Dvalin.
Dvalin?
First. I want to find Dvalin.
Where's Dvalin at now?
Currently talking to a group of like 3 or 4 dwarves that seem to have lost their stone sense and talking to them, trying to beat the smack out of them.
Dvalin.
Withholding myself from actually going apeshit on them for not understanding the feeling of rock and stone.
Not a certain dwarf. Maybe female.
I kind of want to just go up to Dvalin and just tap him on the shoulder real quick. Maybe give him a friendly push type thing. A little aggressive.
Oh!
Like,
Hold on! Oh. Fish face. What do you want? Can't you see I'm having a very important discussion with these meatheads?
yes. I know. I kind of look. Votos kind of looks a bit. I'd say worried a little bit. And he kind of goes, I need to give you something, Dvalin. Okay, just don't ask questions. I just need to give you something.
I'm bad at asking questions anyways.
I'm just gonna reach into my bag and give him that potion of hill giant strength that I have just sitting in my inventory. I'm gonna give that to you really quick.
So
Yes.
a toenail.
I hear it could give great
What?
strength.
That was a question. I apologize.
It's fine. And I kind of reach out my hand to you as if I'm trying to give you a handshake. And I want it to be like the most firm handshake in the world.
I give you a good old dwarven Spartan handshake.
Yeah.
Almost breaking your forearm if you don't have a high enough constitution.
My constitution is 13.
Oh. You feel a tight squeeze.
It's all right. I'll kind of like pull you in from the forearm as well for a second, and I'm just gonna just say, you have been a great friend to me, Dvalin. but this might be the last time we see each other, alright?
Dun, dun, dun.
Two things. One, all I've done is talk shit about you and call you fish face. Two, where the hell are you gonna go?
I know, but I enjoy the banter. And I have things to do. I can't say. I don't want to say. You don't mind. But if fate deems it, we will see each other again.
It's your choice. You're the only master of your life.
Thank you for understanding, Dvalin.
It's more like I don't care, but yeah.
I'm just gonna just mouth fuck you and just start walking away. I want to go.
You're gonna
wanna-
mouth fuck him?
No,
Buddy, that means something very
No.
different from where I come from.
Where did you put the comma in that sentence?
in between mouth and fuck.
Okay.
And then now I want to go find Romondo, if you do not mind.
Where's Romondo at?
What's Romondo doing?
I mean, I'm actually researching and investigating this mine. So you'll see me very much. This has become my number one priority, at this point. So,
Okay, cool.
So I'm doing more governing and political things right now.
Are you,
You interrupting me? I
actually-
try and hand you a silver coin.
Are you actually the lord of this fucking town? Like-
He's convinced everyone just because of how much money he has.
okay,
I'm
okay.
I have a feeling I might be more rich than him, which is what's making this funny.
Okay.
Oh, most definitely. I'm spending all the money that I made on this trip
Exactly.
doing this.
What you call it? I'm just gonna go up to you, the rock, and just tap you on the shoulder as well. Kind of maybe give you a friendly shove, even though we haven't really talked much.
Are you
Together.
annoying?
Hey, no, I mean, you and I, we swam together, man. We're in.
I guess that I guess
You
we're
see
fist
my jumbles.
Wait.
But yeah, Romondo. I'm kind of rubbing my eyelids a little bit. Like I said, I look a little worried, and I need to give you something, okay? And I'll just go into my bag once more that I have at my side and just pull out my entire coin pouch and hand it to you, Romondo. It's like, here, you're gonna need this for your, campaign thing that you got going on.
Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely, I appreciate that. So, what role do you want to play in my cabinet?
I hate to say this, Romondo, but I don't think I'll be playing a role in anything for a while.
My eyebrow will definitely furl.
Divine boom effect goes up.
Competitor.
I'm going to be leaving Romondo.
You just got here.
I know, but let's just say duty calls for me.
Duty.
yes, I get it.
Oh,
duty.
sorry.
But
I-
duty
I've been in
calls,
Disney.
and I kind of need to go at this alone. All right. I hope you can try to explain to the others.
No, just know you're always welcome in my town.
I'll come back here and try to find you if fate deems it.
Sounds great. Let's make sure you stay for our feast. We can and the party tonight. I've got all sorts of things planned out.
Yes, I'll stay for the feast.
Excellent.
And I'll kind of just walk away back into the center to just kind of look around a little more at the surface world. Just thoughts of
Morgwin's doing such a great job being the town's crier, letting everybody kind of know that Romondo is the land. The dwarven guy comes up to Romondo, who is the lord, who is the chosen lord, or the default lord chosen just by a few people. I don't think Romondo's probably nearby, is he?
Is Romondo? What do you mean?
I don't know, where is Romondo at? Is he in the town square area, or where's he at?
Yeah, I would think I'd be around the town square.
This is Brenor, or Brunor. Remember this guy?
Brunor.
He was the
Brunor
steward.
Battlehammer.
Yeah, Brunor Goran.
We don't talk about Brunor. Huh? Oh, okay. Fuck
Brunor's
no.
my-
So he goes up to Morgwin. He finally wanted to take the mantle over.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it?
Well, it's about time someone took someone took the mantle around here. Is that a fucking echo? Ricola!
Jesus.
The cringe is real.
Jesus.
So what changed his mind, Sir Morgwood?
I think he thought that it was the best place for him at this time to do the most good with the people.
Is he going to stay around, or is he just going to tuck tail and run?
Well, he's already sent out people to patrol the roads from the bandits, and there are already plans for the mine to keep the ore moving. So you can judge from that yourself, can't you then?
Aye, I can. Well, I'm glad. We'll announce it for real at the feast.
Aye.
Thank you for showing up and bringing hope back. We still could
I
use
think we've got things covered.
We could still use some good fighting men, though.
You've met Fortune's Folly, have you not?
Well, I know, but you adventurers always say you're going to stay around, but then, you know, this is Kalion. You just fucking leave.
Well, you'll have to take that up with the Lord.
I will. Thank you. He does like a little bow to you. Curtsy. He just kind of just okay. He takes off. Does anybody else want to do anything before the Harvest Festival? Neji?
I'd like to speak to a certain dwarf in our party about a certain dwarf.
I'm gonna run upstairs and get myself a beer.
You find Devalin currently working on a mining contract with some of these dwarves that he came into contact with. They ain't exactly the most skilled laborers that he would have wanted to get, but they'll work for breaking some stone. So
They just put like a cross, you know, across the contract to Vaughn because they can't read or write.
good enough. Next.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Oh, you're looking for a job?
I know there's a job available. I'm just not the most suited person for said job. You understand what I'm saying?
That was a yes or no question.
I've got a job for you, actually.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well,
So
let's hit it.
that shop, the you know, the dwarven lady that works at that smith, right? What do you think about her?
Oh, you mean Torga?
Yeah.
She's nice. Lovely lady. Knows how to work the metal.
Yeah, she's nice, right? You like
Aye.
her? You like her? Word on the street is she likes you.
And by word on the street, I assume you. Yes.
No. This comes from her mouth.
And why am I hearing this from you and not her?
Because I am doing her a favor. I'm just informing you because she said she would give us really good discounts at her shop if I talk to you.
I must stop you right there. Dwarves don't give discounts. You got
Well-
all the book and grudges, didn't you?
Do all dwarves have that?
Are you asking me or are you like
No, like yeah, I'm like asking you, like in character.
any dwarf that wants to pay respects to an ancient king does? Because
No,
he
that was
the-
an in character question.
Oh. if you have any respect for tradition, yeah? Why?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I might be on that list for no reason too. I didn't do anything mean to her. I was so nice with her. Very pleasant lady, actually, if I'm being honest.
What do you want?
Well, I'm here to talk to you and give you a mission. You have something that you need to conquer on her behalf.
What? Like, there's a troll again?
No, a person. Yep, conquer a person.
Well, she wants me to kill someone. Oh,
Kill something, not someone. On
is
her
it a
body.
person or is it a monster? Be more clear, boy.
It's her. Her. She wants you.
She wants me to assist her in suicide. What the hell, man?
Oh no! Oh Jesus Christ! No. She finds you attractive.
What the hell does that have to do with assisted suicide?
No, there's no suicide here, man. Okay, you're thinking about this too. She likes you. You know what I'm saying? You give him the old nudge.
Why did you just elbow?
Wait, Faye. You should. Do you like anyone, Devon? Do you find anyone attractive? You do. Like, what are you into, for instance?
I don't like how this questioning's going.
What do you mean? What is there not to like about this?
What'd you do?
You're asking a lot of personal questions, boy.
Does maybe what's her name? Torga? She looks nice, right? You know,
Very
strong.
Question. Yes, she's a very lovely woman.
Yes, and she thinks you're a very lovely man. See, now we're getting somewhere.
What did you do to get in her book of grudges that you're trying this hard?
I'm trying to buy something from her shop, and she's charging me an extra 50%.
Oh, you insulted her, didn't you?
I didn't. She claims that I insulted her work, but I did not. I did no such thing.
What does she want me to do?
Well, do you know what a date is?
I'm not a child.
Okay, so something like that, but with her.
We're already planning on meeting at the Harvest Festival.
But like, be nice to her and get her things and do things for her.
I ain't wearing a suit.
Oh, that you don't have to wear a suit, but just be polite. You should comment how good she looks. Say her dress looks nice, I'll be in your ear.
What have you ever seen that wears a dress?
I will be in your ear the whole night, man. You don't have to worry about anything. I'll tell you exactly what to say. Smooth sailing, buddy. I'll be the best wingman you've ever had.
Literal hell.
What? Anything but au contraire, my friend.
Stop speaking Elvish, boy. It hurts my ears.
Oh, wait. Okay, just listen to me. Do what I ask you to do, and I'll be compensated. I'm sure you will be too. I'll make sure of it. Okay, buddy?
Compensated what?
Financially, other ways. If you want other things, I can. I owe you one. You know what I mean?
I will do this date.
Ah.
And I will call upon your name, and I expect you to answer.
In that moment, I cast. Well, I don't cast, but I guess I just use Psionic Whisper. And it's just me and him. I have to roll a 1d8 for the amount of time, right? Yeah.
No, it's fine, dude.
Okay, it's just the whole night.
Sure.
And I start talking to him like, see? I'm with you, buddy.
What the hell was that?
You don't have to be so loud. Jesus Christ. I'm right in your head, man. And you're in mine.
You are being serious.
Soon you're going to be in her. Her head, I mean.
Oh, the ew.
What?
That
See, now
place
we
is
can-
horrible.
Hey, man. I don't make the rules, okay? Or would you rather... Can I change how I sound to him? Or do I just sound like myself? Alright, I have the actor feed. I mimic your own voice, so I sound like your own head.
Oh no, that's a voice I can deal with. Though, it will be a little confusing when I have my own thoughts. When this
Oh.
one will be real.
I guess you have a point. But we'll just go on with it.
Good enough.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Let's go to
Get out of the way.
let's get on it. Let's go to Cans. Cans is asking around. He pulls out the egg at the shop of the Pumpkin Emporium, and the kobolds all go, "Whoa, Cans, where'd you find that?"
We may or may not have killed a dragon.
You killed a dragon, Cans? That's right. You said something about that the other day.
Yeah. He wasn't very nice to us, so it had to be done. Obviously, it wasn't the one for us, you know. But I found this egg, and I don't think it was the dragon's egg. I think it stole it.
Negs put it up to his ear. He's like, "It's so beautiful and shiny and pretty and so orange." He puts his ear up to it and he's like, "Ah, it's alive."
Sorry. Don't mind me.
How do we
The egg burped.
how do we deal with this?
Cans. I think this is one of Sigarek's eggs.
Sigarek.
He's a dragon that... I think he's west of here. He's in the mountains. You think that...
we should
How did this dragon get with that dragon and steal from Sigarex?
I have no idea. We might want to investigate it, that's for sure.
What do you want to
You
do
think
with
we
it?
should you think we should give is Sigarek a good dragon?
Make a history roll.
Yeah. 25.
You know that Sigarex is a dragon that lives in the western mountains of here. It's rumored that the dragon has been sleeping for a long time. But he could be... It could be bad or it could be good. He hasn't been
So I
seen
don't
for a
know.
long time.
Yeah.
How old is Cans?
He is 20.
He's been sleeping as long as you've been alive.
Wow. Interesting.
Why? Kobolds die or age completely after 12 days. Then they die.
Every week that, every time our game time hits a 1, I'll roll on certain things. We'll make a roll for Sigarex to see if he awakes.
Cool.
Interesting. Okay. Well, should we keep it or should we give it back to Sigarex?
Cans, I'm not the smart one here. You are. What do you want
I
to
know,
do?
but it's our egg.
I don't know. Why don't we take it around town and ask a little bit?
I kind of don't want to show other people.
Well, how the fuck are we supposed to figure it out then?
Well, I guess we're just gonna have to go and study.
Study how?
Well, you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. He just gives it back to you.
And then,
What are you going to do, Cans?
yeah, I'll probably ask around town.
Do you take the egg
figure out
with
if
you?
there's- Yeah, I'm hiding it, of course, but
Like in your
Yeah, I
bag of
have it.
holding or something? Or
nah, just like I have a little satchel that I think Morgan made me.
kind of carrying it around a little bit?
Yeah.
You go to like you know, the inn. You go to the Road Warden's Rest. You kind of find like some local travelers, adventurers that are passing through in springtime. Candles are being passed out to everyone in town as the hour is starting to get late, as dinner time is coming around. Certain people are just taking a little bit of snacks in, but they're not trying to feast up, as the chef and the smells of the aroma you can smell inside of the inn of the Road Warden's Rest is overwhelming. Who does he see in the inn? What does he look like? I'm asking Vodos, by the way. Vodos is
Oh.
like totally clueless.
Sorry, no. My wife is talking to me.
Hey.
Stop it.
Mary, what a nerd.
All right, give me 1 second. All right, there you go.
You find it tabaxi, right?
Yes.
My
there.
furry fetish is complete.
Oh God! Don't say that. Don't say that.
Now I gotta scoop the litter.
You will never compare to Jacques.
Anyway, there is a 5 foot, maybe 5'8".
Just turn up your mic a smidge. You're kind of a little quiet, buddy.
Sorry. Yeah, I know my mic is really bad. I ordered a new one. I did. I swear.
You're good. He's 5 foot what?
He's 5'8". He has this studded leather on. On his right arm, he has this pauldron that looks like a big cat, similar to him. And behind it is like what seems to be like dragon wings that wrap around his chest and his back. And he kind of stands there. He has a huge longbow on his back, as well as a quiver. And suspiciously, you see something start moving all around in between his legs, running around, and then runs up his chest. Think of like the size of a full-grown cat. This black baby dragon. It's all black, purple scales, purple spines going down its center back all the way up to its tail. And it's kind of sitting on his shoulder right now. He kind of gives it a piece of meat, and it just starts eating it. You see, as it has red eyes, and as this tabaxi's looking around, his eyes are also red. It's very similar to the dragon. He's just standing there, just tending to his little baby dragon. Just sitting, chilling, vibing.
Well, Cans would definitely see this and would go up to this mysterious person. Is that a dragon?
Hurry.
Let me see. Hold on. Why, yes. Yes, it is.
Where did
And
you?
I'll kind of pull out my arm, and it'll kind of run down my arm. Like I said, it's like the size of a full-grown cat. Its claws kind of wrap around my arm, just keeping its balance. And it kind of just stares at you straight in the face, kind of just sniffs at you.
You're just in a tavern with a dragon?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, this is just my little pet. I get it from my clan. And what can I assist you with? As the dragon kind of runs up his shoulders and wraps a tail around its neck, and just sits on his shoulder. That doesn't have the pauldron on it.
Your clan has dragons?
Why, yes, we do. Well, the higher echelon of them. I'm of lower class, but for some reason this little Drake has chosen me as its host. So, very confusing for me as well, but yes, I am from a clan of dragon riders, tamers.
So you know quite a bit about dragons?
Oh yes, what they like to eat, how they fly, how long it takes for them to grow, stuff like that.
Fascinating. Well, I'm Cans. I'll reach out my hand.
She's like, and he'll kind of he'll leave his legs straight, but he'll take his whole body into like a 90-degree angle to get down low to you. Puts out his hand. I'm Grayson. Grayson Sunder.
Nice to meet you, Grayson. Well, if you know a lot about dragons, I'm actually looking for someone to talk to about dragons. If you don't mind finding a more remote place to talk.
Well, sure. Why not? I have nothing I'm doing right now. So, yeah, let's go. I love dragons. And as he kind of starts walking his dragon, his little, like I said, size of a cat, kind of just walks next to him, next to his legs, kind of walks for itself, looks around.
A cat with a cat.
No, it's a dragon, but it's cat-like.
With a cat.
I got a cat too behind me.
I know.
I ate my cat.
Oh, God. But as we're walking, I want my dragon to kind of circle you a little bit, kind of run around you, Cons, just a little bit, kind of like it's excited.
Okay. I'm very fascinated by your little companion. As we get into a more remote place, I will take out the dragon egg that I have and ask Grayson about it. What he knows about dragon eggs and how to raise them, or whether or not it's more ideal to bring it to its parent, which I believe is CyberX, right?
Consume.
Wow. And I'll kind of just squat down, kind of like Japanese style, like my knees together. I'll have my dragon just kind of sniff it as well. It's like, where did you acquire such a valuable and lively thing?
It was a bit of chance. A lot of chance. We ran into a dragon called Night Scale, and my group and I had to, unfortunately, kill it.
Oh,
It wasn't very friendly.
oh, that's all right. They're pretty dominant and very intelligent. So, killing one or two is kind of natural in my clan as well. But it's so fascinating to see it in such lively condition. Has it been in this sack of yours for quite a while?
Just a few days.
Should really get it under some heat.
It's a good idea.
But specifically, what do you want to do with it? What do you want to know?
Well, I'm not sure whether or not it's a good idea to. I don't know much about CyberX and whether or not it's an evil dragon. I'm trying to learn more about whether this dragon is evil by nature or good, or whether or not it really matters, and it's more about how it's raised and how to raise it. So I have a lot of questions. Obviously, you don't have to answer all of it now.
Bingo! It's the matter of how it's raised, obviously, because look at my little Toof here. That's his name, Toof. T-O-F-F, Toof. He kind of just runs up his body once again. See, very, very friendly, but also aggressive at a moment. You just gotta raise it as if your own baby type of deal. And it'll be friendly to you, stay by your side, but me and my clan have a very mystical connection, so that might make it easier for us. But for you, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. You should meet the lord of the town, Romondo. He might have some work for you if you're looking for that sort of thing.
Well, you've caught my interest with this egg of yours. If you don't mind, I kind of want to hang around with you, help you, make sure it doesn't die in your hands.
Well, the thing is that the egg is actually owned by Romondo. Since he is the lord, he does own everything here.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, I mean, you could stick with me. I'm probably gonna see him soon. If you want, we can go to my shop and maybe set something up to make sure that this egg is getting enough warmth, and you know, then
Very well.
go join in the festivities.
Festivities. Sounds fun. Let's be on then, and be careful. They're durable, but also fragile.
Oh,
Weird.
I'll be very careful.
Yeah, just Toof is gonna hang around you now because he knows that there's a very similar sibling next to him, or a baby next to him now.
Cool.
Cute little Toof.
Where does what does everybody else want to do? Are we gonna go to the? We're gonna go right to the festival. Romondo,
I'm actually going.
Devon.
Never mind, I can go first. That's fine.
Yep, I'm ready for a festival.
Morgwin. Cool.
Let's do the
Zavala?
festival.
I was going to, since we're not in, most likely not going to get in any fights during the festival, and I thought I'd use it anyways. I'm going to use my channel divinity back at the forge, and use Artisan's blessing to conduct an hour-long ritual and create some armor. So basically, what it looks like is I get all the materials I need, and I just start hammering away at a piece of metal, and some of the metal just starts to float around me. And whenever I need that particular piece of metal, it floats down and I hammer it into it. And this is just an hour-long process in which I can make something that's worth no more than 100 gold pieces. I can make a suit of armor, 10 pieces of ammunition, a simple or martial weapon, a set of tools, or some other metal object. And right now, I think that I'm going to make some... Let me just check the price real quick. Make sure I won't be going over it. Yeah, I'll be making a suit of chainmail.
Okay. Do you want to sell it or keep it?
Sell it.
You want the forge to sell it?
Yeah.
Okay, so how stuff with like cans and Devon have to work is you have to keep your own spreadsheet of stuff that you're going to sell. At the end of a week, we'll make a roll. The higher the roll, the better on how much stuff you sell. You also can set the margin of what you want to sell. So you could say the higher the margin and the more of a penalty you'll have to the roll. The roll is made weekly. There's a lot of these weekly rolls, just like Cygrix waking up, or Cygrek, and other rolls. Interesting. We're going to the festival. Everybody's given a candle as Morgwin rounds up the town, and the people begin to gather near the water and the bay of Kalion that goes out to the Tempest of Lunir. Does anybody else want to do anything? It's about 7 p.m. right now.
Good. Yeah.
Grayson is there. So is everyone is there near the lake. And the menu is amazing as Troll Bleeder brings out plates of ale and milk if you want it. There's cooked venison with some spices. It's fantastic, Romondo. The spices he must have acquired. He must have been going around town trying to find the right ones. With the money that's been splashed around, the rumor spreads that King Romondo has done everything he can, and the previous steward has beseeched any power over to you, as the population of Kalion accepts it. And they're willing to try a king that is not elvish. As this is sort of a border state of them, and the people feel neglected, and they're afraid. There's not a lot of protection. The major concern is who's going to guard the town, and especially if Fortune's Folly leaves.
So my plan for like the festival and such, I have a couple of spells I'd like to be able to cast and announce and things like that. I've got
Yeah, sure, take it away.
Skywrite, where I would like to be able to. You said it was kind of cloudy, like and such out. So in the clouds, like we'll like announce my arrival to Kalion, and Lord Romondo new king of Kalion, most fertile land around. And I also am going to carry plant growth tonight. And later on at the end of the festival, I'd like to basically do an 8-hour ritual in town that will enrich all of the soil for the next year and double any harvest within the half-mile radius.
The druid cheese is coming out, is what you're saying. I love it.
Yeah. Like, and before that, be able to cast like call lightning and like around the festival sort of give the ominence that I can control the weather in certain ways. And like and with the promise of being able to produce more, like out of the soil, and with that we can bring more coin to this town and make Kalion the most fertile land around.
The sky is written. The lightning and storms unnatural. The ceremonies being conducted. People stand in amazement. The children gather around. They listen to Morgwin's tales of how he slayed the dragon. And your patron is there in the shadows, Morgwin, flickered by the illumination of the candlelight and the bonfires that are there. You see him nod in approval. Dvalin is there, and across the way you see the smithy, the woman's smithy. And in the commotion of them serving all the food, you see the smoked fish of cod, herring, and eel, and some turtle soup. It's quite delicious. And for the main dessert, they pass out some honey with some herbs and nuts and some edible flowers with the bees. Neji.
I like it when my food fights back.
Always with the bees.
Everybody's given a candle. They light a candle to begin the harvest season as Romondo calls out to all commoners or peasants. The word is easily seen throughout the night sky, reflected by starlight and twinkle. Everyone lights a candle and sets it out into the bay. Romondo makes a D20 performance roll. Romondo. Yep.
Can I give him inspiration?
I was about to say, Bard, inspire him.
Yeah, sure.
I actually do. Yeah. Are you going to give me Bardic? Because I have my inspiration, which gives me advantage.
I give him guidance.
Might as well do both. All three.
Let's just roll Romondo and see where we're kind of at. If we need to start adding numbers together.
Sorry, what's the skill?
Performance.
Performance. Okay. It's just a basic roll.
They put them into, like, you know how the Chinese, they put the little candles on the rafts, and they send the raft out down the stream into the bay. It illuminates as dozens and dozens of candles reflect onto the smooth, glass-like sea at night that Romondo has calmed down. He rolls a 12. Why don't you roll the D8?
I rolled a 19 first, actually.
For performance, then let's add Morgwin's performance roll.
Oh, good.
Mine's straight.
Morgwin does,
Pretty much.
well, Morgan's rolling to help out. He doesn't beat you. I'm saying that you give, you roll a D8 now, Romondo, to add it. And then Cans says a blessing of guidance to you to do it. Guidance only works once per day per person. Another 9. You see beneath the surface, Romondo, the lights begin to attract illumination. And you see out there jellyfish that have like a bioluminescence about them that reflect to the surface of the water. It's quite gorgeous. And hope has been brought back to Kalion through King Romondo. But questions remain. Who will guard Kalion if the Fortune's Folly ever leave. And what will happen. So this is kind of what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to do like a week of downtime. After this, I'm assuming too, Bodos kind of slips out into the night or something, right?
Yeah, yeah. I want him to have like a little moment as he kind of looks back at the city, and he just kind of leaves an image of this surface city in his head, and as he just turns around and swings his cape past him and just starts full sprinting east.
Do you have any gold or any materials on you?
On Bodos, I gave all my gold to Romondo.
Give everything away, like a good adventurer.
Give me your shit so I can sell it.
I only gave the potion to Dvalin and Romondo the gold, but everything else I have my rations.
I can just imagine.
Make a D20
Just in case
roll.
I run.
Yeah, make a D20 roll at disadvantage.
I can just imagine the only thing he took with him is the stuff Dvalin was gonna give back to his like people.
He did give him back
fucking-
a roll of 9, so it's like kind of middle of the road, not terrible. We'll roll with Vodos every week.
Cool.
Vodos is able to travel eastward quite far. He travels deep into the mountains of the Dwarven Empire. As he travels further east, hopefully to make it to the south, to catch ferry or ship on the way across the Orin.
Yeah.
Of course, let's not forget our little dinner date.
Yes,
Oh! Dvalin! Did you make a wish?
Tell her you wished to be with her on this beautiful night.
You're supposed to wish for a bountiful harvest.
That too.
I wished for a bountiful harvest and to spend the night with you.
Oh. Do you really mean that?
Yes. Yes.
She kind of gets closer to you. She says, "There's some spring nearby. We should try to, get out of here and maybe go swimming.
Follow her.
It could be romantic."
I'll try not to sink.
You guys
And I
kind of
fo-
leave. You kind of leave the party. Does Neji? Do you follow him?
Yeah, I have to because they have to be like within a mile of each other. So I'm like very far, so she can't see, but I'm there.
What do you miss about home, Dvalin?
I miss having a roof over my head. I miss having the smells of the city, of the stone. The hustle and bustle of the trading markets. Tell you one thing I don't miss the dashers and their arguing in the court. But I reckon most of all I miss home. Family. What do you miss?
Well, I miss home a lot too, Dvalin. But now that you're here, it's like a little bit of home. Just come home.
You feel the same way.
I feel the same way.
I do too. You guys kind of head off to the spring nearby. It's rumored that it brings on restorative properties, and through the shadows, Neji's is like stalkingly nearby, kind of like just hiding from bush to bush. Neji needs to make a stealth roll
I'm just doing this right here the whole time.
because he sneaks behind on this little secret date.
Natural 20. 31.
Oh no, really? Oh god.
This just solidifies his stature as a stalker.
Can I just want to be like as close as I possibly can with this nat 20. Like,
Right behind him.
I'm just like,
Before we go to the spring, does Romondo or anybody else want to say or do anything?
I have my dinner guest, I guess, there as well. The guy that I said should sit at my table.
Aye.
Like, hey, your name again? The mole?
Bobbin.
I know I wrote it. Wrote it down.
Bobbin Quickstep.
Bobbin. All right, nice to
Aye.
meet you, Bobbin.
Aye. Lord?
So what brought you here to my town?
Oh, just traveling through.
You traveling through.
Oh, looking for coin and adventure.
You've seen you've seen the adventure that we've just brought here for you tonight. All the fireworks display, this whole festival, right?
Aye, you are our mighty lord.
I think I want to hire you to stay here for me.
Oh, and do what?
Because I want to go out and do some adventuring, and I'm going to need somebody here to protect this town for me. So I'm willing to part with some of my coin if you're willing to stay here and hang out and protect my town for a bit. What do you say?
Aye. I'll do that for you. How much coin we talking about, though?
No, I mean, you're supposed to tell me what you want. That's how this works.
I think about two piece a day.
2 piece a day it is. I'm gonna front you 100 gold.
Oh,
That should keep you here for a while, right?
the rumors are true. King Romondo.
They are, but I'm gonna tell you right now, don't make me hunt you down. You're staying here, you're protecting the town, we follow the law. There'll be plenty more gold. I tell you.
You want me to be
That's
sheriff?
what we do. Yeah, you're my sheriff.
Aye. I like this. Sheriff Quickstep.
I'm telling you, to be good in this town, you're gonna need to use this gold that I just gave you to build the trust. These guys, they react to coin like nothing else. So
He bites the coin
you
a
use
little bit.
this to keep that.
Aye. You have my word, Romondo.
That's all I need.
I like your bard friend's tunes.
Yeah, he's great, man. He's kind of a pussy, but he's great on stage.
Aren't they all? Just actors.
But I'll tell you, when I'm ready for a nap, when I need a rest, like when I want to just lay back, put my feet up on top of a fire, there ain't nobody else I want in my party than that guy Morgwin. So it's great. It's been great.
I only have one rule, King. Just don't call me short.
Why would I do that?
Well, it's my height.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't look at stuff like that, man.
I'm kind of
It's all
tall
good.
for a halfling, and some people think I'm a man. But I ain't no man. I'm a
Would you
fucking
like me
halfling.
to? Yeah, I mean, do you want me to make note of that to the commoners? Do you think that's going to be an issue?
That would be helpful, yes.
You should use your gold that I gave you to make that happen.
Okay, my lord.
Hey, who's the short guy?
Who the fuck said that?
No. You got to give him a gold and say, don't do that.
What is Neji doing? Anything? Oh yeah, he's following these guys.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to these guys. Having a nice little moonlight romantic thing. I just fucking hit out my earpiece.
I love this romance arc we're having right now.
I know, it's great. Devalin, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Why'd you never marry?
I've been waiting for a woman like you.
I've been waiting for a woman like you, of course.
Oh. I did not want to tell it, but the first time I saw you come back, I'm so happy you feel the same, and just seeing you swing that hammer around at the forge, just... Here it is. She shows you the springs.
line.
I'll
and
load the map.
Sinker. Oh, map.
God, there's a battle
Map. There's a
for it.
map. Oh yes.
There's a battle map. No.
Let's kind of make it a little nighttime-ish. A little romantic. The springs are said to be rumored. Its rich circadian waters bubble softly in this enchanted spring. Columns of steam rising gently to greet the clouds drifting overhead. As healing waters embrace you, all pains and maladies and ailments are washed away, replaced by a quiet, unfathomable peace that settles your soul. She in the moonlight there as Neji's nearby, rolling a natural 20 on his stealth roll. Hard to spot him. She, of course, she begins to undress. She's like, oh,
Ooh.
I'm glad I met you, Devalin. You start to undress.
I'm taking all the armor pieces off, buckle by buckle. Then after I get to the tunic button by button, revealing the hairiest of chests.
Oh God.
Neji and Devalin make a perception roll.
Oh no.
I roll a 9.
Oh.
+4.
2. Wait. Let's roll that. Let's roll that
I rolled the
D8.
9. I rolled the 9.
You rolled 8, so
Eight.
you fail. Neji, this is like seeing two like flumpy rolls of just fat.
Oh.
You know, just Devalin. What does Devalin look like kind of as he starts to take off his armor? Like his biceps and his hair on the chest. What does a dwarf look like shirtless at least?
I feel like you know what strongmen look like. Like they're not fat,
asking
but
me!
they. Wait, I thought he was asking me what you look like.
Why would he ask you?
Why would he ask you what he looks like?
I thought I
Let
thought I
Neji
rolled
run
low
away
on
with it. It's
percep-
great. He's getting in the
I
moment.
thought I rolled low on perception, so I had to sit there and watch
No.
you guys undress. I thought that was what was happening. But okay, never mind.
What the Valen and most other dwarves of the smithing cast look like whenever they're undressed is small chiseled bears with some patches of skin visible.
Small chiseled bears. That's the first.
They literally look like they were cut out of stone and just have hair on them for some reason.
Neji is clueless as he stares on and just gasping as he finally gets to see Devalin naked. Because Neji, of course, can shapeshift between multiple species, so he's kind of, like a worm or something. He just can, do anything. Devalin, you hear, you tie with the creature, right? Because I roll a 9. You hear, a snap of, a branch breaking. And you hear a moan. Hop in, come in, the water's fine. She goes into the water.
That mental connection's both ways, right? Or is it just you can talk?
Yeah, it's both ways.
Is that you? I'm saying this in my head.
What do you mean?
We're not alone. I'm walking into the water slowly, though.
Where did you hear the noise?
In the woods.
Okay, I'll go check it out.
Can my character kind of investigate the area?
Yeah. Devalin, are you naked?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. The
Oh, yeah.
dwarves,
He said,
I
"Oh,
feel
yeah."
like I feel like I need to unclip
Yeah.
my armor real quick.
the dwarves kind of you're just kissing on each other. Like the hair and the beards are just getting tangled into together, knots, and
Oh.
it's hot and sweaty. But
Oh, stop!
you feel the cool steam come over your body. She's like, Devalin, it's time.
Oh God! I hope this is a
Neji,
big
make
moment.
a do you want to make a perception roll, Neji, or an investigation roll?
Make a Constitution saving throw.
It's all the same because it's -1 either way. So we'll do investigation. 18, 17, because I guess I still have a stack of exhaustion. What? Why is it -1? Oh, because yeah. Okay, never mind. -1. Yeah, 17.
Because you're terrible. No, you roll really well. Dvalin, do you have any like scars on you, Dvalin?
I'm not from the warrior cast or anything, but I do have my fair share of scars from either smithing accidents or from my times up on the surface fighting things that are several times my size.
Where would you have a scar at?
Typically in the pectoral regions and along the wrists and forearm areas.
And as you you see like the water and the steam come over your chest, and the scar that you once had, it's like a bubble of smoke smooths over that area, and the scar like melts away. And she says, there's so much life here. It's a great new beginning. She kisses you deeply.
Oh.
Neji, you're looking through at night. Do you have dark vision?
No, I do not.
It's kind of dark though, but it's moonlight. So make your investigation roll then with disadvantage.
Oh, Lord.
Because you
Okay.
can't see anything.
Let's
You
do it
do
again.
you bust out your torch though? I mean, it's up to you.
Oh my God! It's an.
Oh.
Oh, wait! I can bust out a torch.
Do you have a torch?
Oh, if there was ever a time for a fucking torch.
Dude, that's a 0. That's a 0.
You have a brain aneurysm
I have-
and you die.
I have the lantern, the hooded lantern.
Well, you already made the roll. So you take out you can't see a damn fucking thing. And you're stumbling around, you're like you just hear like a moaning in front of you. And so you light your lantern. I automatically pass, so I'm gonna get the surprise round on you.
Okay.
Since you rolled
Oh,
a fucking
shit.
0.
So a nat 1, yeah.
Not 1 minus 1, 0.
Rot bloats the flesh of this corpse, and what blood remains runs back into the body and has no right to stand, let alone shuffle forward, dragging feet. Its head leans stickily to one side of the correct position atop of the neck, and the tight fist has made clearly it has broken fingers. Lungs that should not work push out like gurgling wheezes from the creature's collapsed throat, sending a gout of dark fluid between its broken lips. Surprise round. So we roll everybody, including Dvalin, rolls initiative. Dvalin is naked.
Even us?
Yeah, I already took
Except for
care
you
of
guys, this is a separate encounter.
Okay, I was about to say, like, you said everybody.
22.
Don't worry, Mr. Dungeon Master.
Oh, I have to roll with
already took my
advantage?
armor.
So you pass Neji, even so that's how the new initiative system works. So surprise isn't like super busted OP. Neji, you're lighting your lamp, you're like flicking it, and you just hear the shuffling coming at you, and you're like, what the fuck is coming at me? And you can't see a damn thing. And out of the bush, some humanoid creature stumbles forth, and we'll put out the models.
It's not
Okay.
showing my initiative, but I got a 17.
It's
I see it. You got an 18.
I'm still waiting on you to drag me.
Yeah, I just have the board loaded up.
Okay, no problem.
Let me load you guys in. Because I didn't know who was going to be here or what. I got the little river lake springs here, so let's put out. I got Torga here. And then I got...
Just have it be told, I've been casting Call Lightning.
Yeah,
throughout
there's like
this
lightning.
festival and stuff, so.
Yeah, you see the lightning streak across the sky. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. Let's get out Dvalin, and then I'll summon you guys to the board. You're just kind of in this small little area here, I'm thinking. Just kind of here.
I think it's great. Have fun, guys.
I can't go too far off.
I'm trying to like put you in some water like this. Kind of romantic. I'll summon you to the board here.
Holy moly. Let me take my armor off, guys. Take a bath.
There's some creature in front of you that stammers forth, Nezzy. I put you out. I put it here.
Okay. I see it. Is it? Can I do stuff now?
Dvalin, roll a hit die. or one of your hit dies. I think it's a D8, right? And add your con mod. Oh, what do you want to do, Neji? I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No problem.
That's temporary
well,
HP to you, by the way, Devon. As the healing springs heal you over.
Over here.
I'm not gonna let you ruin their night, mister. Does he respond back at all? I guess I'm waiting for a response. Is that a yes? Do we agree? Something.
He attacks you. I'll roll an attack roll.
Okay.
Misses you. Misses you with a 9 as he swings out with his fist.
Very well. I will attack him. Does a 15 hit?
It does. They have an AC of 9. I'm sorry, 8.
And that's going to be 10 damage. And then I'm going to use my second hit.
Your side blade hits across the creature. Its arm falls off, and it comes at you still.
All right, second attack. 26.
Roll it up.
I'm assuming. I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah, you swing across your side blade. Oh, you have your lantern
10?
in the hand, so you can't do it unless you drop your lantern. Right?
Can I drop my lantern? Can I do that?
You might break it.
Okay, no, let's not do that.
So you don't. The second attack doesn't go off, but we won't rob you of the number. It just comes up next round if you're still alive.
Okay, cool. Still alive.
Whoa, that's ominous.
I don't hit you. Deval's up. You hear that?
Hey, get out of the water.
I thought I heard.
I've got it.
Someone.
I've got it. I've got this. You keep doing your thing over there.
Shut up, boy. No one tells me to run from a fight.
This is barely a fight. I've already cut off one of its arms. It's a zombie.
What? They're zombies.
It's one of them.
I say zombie out loud, by the way.
Zombie! She says. Devon, do you want to move or do anything?
Yeah, I'm getting out of the water.
Okay, you get out of the water and you go try to pick up your weapon.
Yeah, picking my weapon and my shield. That's it.
Okay.
Homie's hanging
She
free.
follows with you, and she says, I'm stuck. And you see she's like, can't get past you, and she looks down, and you look back to Vaughn with your dark vision. A vine is wrapping up her leg.
Oh.
Of some kind, like a vine.
Do I still have a bonus action?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
A spiritual weapon.
What do you do to say to summon your spiritual weapon?
By the ancestors, unhand her!
As my flaming hammer rises from my hand and fires towards this fiendish vine. As he makes an attack roll. It's not great.
Dude, don't roll in that one. Don't hit her. Don't hit her.
I mean, it's a vine. What AC could it have? Am I right?
Oh, you tried to hit the vine? You missed by 1.
Yeah.
What?
Get
Holy shit.
And you look past Devon. You squint a little bit because it's hard to see in the nighttime. Because you get roll with disadvantage even with dark vision at night. You see a lightning streak across the sky from Romondo. And you see something like a clump of leaves shambling forth. Neji's up.
You fucker.
Okay.
No.
Is there any way for me to get a sneak attack off on this guy? Nah, probably not, right?
need a
Because it's a
buddy.
one-on-one.
You're
See
one-on-one.
her swashbuckler.
At least Devon's not alone.
Yeah. All right, no problem. I figured as much. Oh yeah, we were
We're
just
gonna
using
keep
the
the
same
roll.
roll.
So what'd you roll for damage that one time?
10 again.
Okay, it's still up with 2 HP.
Okay.
Do you want to drop the lantern, or you want to move, or bonus action move, or what?
I mean, you're telling me it has 2 HP left? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
almost on
Yeah.
death's
Let's.
door.
Let's just kill it. Let's just kill it. I put the Can I? Yeah, I just put the lantern down. However.
Okay. So
should I roll?
You drop the
for it to
lantern?
break, or? Yeah.
Yeah. Roll a d20.
Okay. 19.
You set it down with some grace, and it doesn't break.
Very well.
But it's just like shining out.
Okay. 21.
Roll damage. Make a con save with the guy.
Well,
Whenever he takes a death save.
Another 10. Jesus, I've been rolling really well.
You swear you take your side blade right through the stomach of this creature or zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Its guts explode. You pull it back. It still comes at you and attacks you.
Oh.
What's your AC, Neji?
17.
Misses you by 1, so I don't hit you. But Neji, you hear something else coming closer towards you. Another zombie.
There's something big down here.
Oh, another zombie just popped up too.
So I do the staggered initiative. So I rolled with this guy. Dvalin's up, and I'll put out the creature as you look back. It's probably right about here. This time, it's. How can I describe it?
A shambling.
It is. No, it is not. It is slowly moving ominously towards you. It has. You look to see where you swung down at the tentacle, and you swing down, you miss as the tentacle shifts out of the way a little bit to avoid your attack. Sparks fly as you hit the stone, and you look back and you see the tentacle connected to this plant, and then you look in the plant. There's like, is that a skull in the plant? What do you do? Oh, let me bust out your spiritual weapon too.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action, attack the vine again, because I really need that to get off of her.
Help me,
Alright.
Dvalin!
Hold still.
As I will the hammer to make a glancing blow. And holy shit! Ah, that was close.
25 still hits.
Alright. Yeah, that's not a lot of damage, but hopefully enough to knock
The vine slithers back to the undead plant.
I grab her by the hand and I begin to dash.
And as you try to flee, a tentacle comes at you, because I didn't do any initiative with it. What's your AC?
Right now, 11.
It hits you, and you take 10 bludgeoning, and it just whips you as you run away. You take 10 bludgeoning plus 8 necrotic. I think you have a 10 AC. Or something like that right
I
now.
have 11. I have 11 right now.
Dvalin the Speedy! But you're able to dash with her.
I have a +1 in dexterity. Don't make fun of me.
You're able to dash with her if you want.
Yes, I am doing that.
Don't let go.
Okay, how far do you want to move? You can... Dragging a model like hers is you move at half speed.
Alright. That's still going to be 30 feet of movement, so I'm getting as far away from the vine as I can.
Okay,
Towards where
I think that's your whole action, right? That's your whole turn. You can't even use the weapon, right?
I already used my weapon.
Cool. The other zombie's up. It shambles forth towards Neji. It has they move kind of slow, Neji.
Okay.
It has to dash up to you like this. Torga's up. She now can... She's moving with you. So she moves another 30. She's like, we'll make it back. Where do you want to go? And she says, where do you want to go, So she's using her movement with you to drag.
We're gonna get the Neji, and then once we get to him, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Okay. Run up to Neji here.
Yep.
And, alright. Undead plant is up. It's moving kind of slow too, but it shambles forth 40 feet this way. Like right about here. So it's getting close. Neji's up. The two zombies are there.
Can I kill these zombies? Like, do I know anything about them?
The one is missing its whole interior guts and it's still coming at you.
Okay.
Context clue.
What?
Its intestines are falling out. You hear it hit the stone as the steam bubbles from the nearby spring.
If it's alive next turn, I can kill it instantly.
I am going to.
With Dvalin next to you, get sneak attack on the one zombie, though. Right?
Yeah, because we're flanking.
This guy right here. But the other one that's come up to you is... and I'm going to bring this guy in here, too. I'll move him up here, and I'll add him to the initiative count.
Okay. I'm going to swing at the one zombie, and the zombie dwarf in front of me.
Okay, you don't get sneak attack on that guy.
Oh, wait, I thought that's
okay, go
the
ahead.
one I got.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Neji, sorry.
Okay.
Roll it up.
No problem. 24.
Nice. Smacking hard.
10. Is that the one? That's the one that's already injured, though, right?
So every time they have an ability called Undead Fortitude as a zombie, I roll a con save. The con save is 5 plus damage taken. So it would be 15. I roll a 20, the zombie's still alive. You hack off another limb, it's still up. From rolling
oh, I see how that works. Okay.
Yeah, man, it's like a zombie movie. They just keep coming at you.
Okay. Then I'm going to... interesting. Okay, I wish I'd known that. I guess... So it makes...
Attack.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll turn around and attack the other guy behind me, the zombie elf.
Okay, roll it up. Now... Okay, go ahead, roll.
11.
That hits. Roll
Okay.
it. Have an AC of 8.
8 damage.
Okay. What else? Is that the end of your turn, Nej?
I'm going to move in between.
You'll move provoke attack of opportunities.
Yep.
Where do you wanna
I'm going to move.
You can move your model yourself.
Okay. Oh, whoa, not over there. What the heck? Just in between.
Neji the Quick.
Just in between them and the undead plant.
Okay, so you want to get in between the undead plant?
Yeah, he seems to be like the most pressing, issue at hand.
All right. As you get closer to the plant, you can barely see it with the torch out that you got, the lantern that you have out. Right. I'm not going to impose any negative to your roll because the torch is kind of near you.
Okay.
But there's a fucking smell that it's just the putrid smell of decaying flesh gets near you, and you hear like that kind of noise coming at you. Make a con save DC 14. As your nostrils are overwhelmed by the nastiness. You pass.
Unnatural 20.
You're also immune to the effect until a long rest.
Okay.
So you don't have to roll this effect, okay?
Okay, should you didn't roll that attack of opportunity?
I did not, because I was doing that thing first. I'm going to roll the 2 attacks of opportunity, I'm assuming.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, no, just the 1, because you're still in the threat range of the other one.
Okay.
I hit you with a 19, 6 bludgeoning damage, as a zombie cracks you across the ribs.
Sounds good.
Okay, zombie dwarf is up. That was a zombie dwarf. Dvalin's up. Oh, wait, zombie dwarf is up. I'm sorry, that was attack of opportunity. Zombie dwarf turns around to Dvalin and attacks him. Hits you with the 22. You take 7 bludgeoning.
Alright.
Dvalin's now up.
Okay. I just gotta find it because I know it's here, but it's wanting to not be here. Alright, so I am going to cast, well not cast, it's It's a class feature. I'm a cleric, so turn undead.
Cool. What? I make a saving throw or something, right? How does it work again?
It is.
What's the
I'm
AoE
trying
of
to
it?
Find. It's not an AoE. I'm pretty sure it's just a target creature, so it's going to be the dwarf. And the saving throw is my spell save, so it's going to be a 15.
Just saying that one's already super weak.
I haven't really,
Wisdom.
I haven't done this ability, guys, so I'm a little.
I'm gonna look it up too. Don't worry.
I'm looking it up right now because I haven't seen anybody do this. It's a channel
Turn
divinity.
undead?
It's a channel divinity. Do you have any channel divinity slots left?
Yeah.
Because you used one at the forge, and then you used one here. Oh no, you just used the one at the forge, right? So you still have you have one left, right? So you're doing it now.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
This is the only thing I have.
So it's an AoE of 30 that lasts 1 minute. I make wisdom saves against your spell save DC. So I'm going to say it hits all these zombies here, plus the other zombie.
Sweet.
If I fail, I'm under the effect called, I call it Holy Turn. The status...
Not just that, if it is a CR, if it's an undead with a CR rating of 1/2 or less, it instantly dies.
Because if you're being level 5, right?
Right, it's called Destroy Undead.
Nice. Alright, so let's roll with the zombie elves first. The zombies here, the 2 of them here. And let's see, I think you're going to get the other one here. Nope, you don't. Because you're kind of standing on that cliff. So I'm going to roll with the 2 zombies right now. This is wisdom save. Got pretty low wisdom saves. 0. So 1 explodes. And another 0. The 2 zombies. How do you destroy them?
I say a word of holy scripture, and it is so unbearable to them, their heads just explode and they die.
The other one, you feel it, the large plant quivers and shakes. And I think it repeats the saving throw at the end of the turn, right? Or no, is that right? I don't think so. It's a pretty powerful ability.
It lasts until the ability itself ends. So
Which is
next
1 minute.
if I'm not mistaken.
So it's
Yep,
totally
1 minute.
turned away. Let me just read this status effect again.
It's turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. It cannot willingly come closer.
So it's going to try to run away, from what I understand. It actually is it doesn't. There's a frightened status condition, and this is not like the frightened cat status condition. It actually moves away from you. Dvalin turn is over, I believe, or what do you want to do now? You can move. You want to run out?
I turned over to Neji.
Run, boy!
And I take that with her hand still in mine. I just run.
Okay.
Why are we running? Man.
I have no armor,
You'll be fine.
and we're 3 against 2 right now. One of which is a much higher CR than we can handle on alone.
Undead
rather
plant
not
dashes
get into a
away from you for now. This is what the undead plant does. It runs away like this. The other zombie is up and moves towards Neji.
Wait,
And-
can't you kill the undead plant with your thingamabobber?
No, it's too high of a level.
Too high CR. The other one zombie dashes up to Neji, but that's the end of its turn. Neji's up.
Spiritual weapons down, by the way. Too far away from me.
I'm gonna try and kill the zombie because fuck him.
Okay.
He's right in front of me, right? Nat 20.
Roll damage.
What got the super crit, man?
Yeah, roll it up. Roll another 20, my friend. I'm glad you know the rules.
Man.
Missed it. I've seen it hit before, though, dude. It hits. It does work.
So, all right. Oh wait, no, hold on.
So
That was
roll-
the wrong die. That was the
Yeah.
wrong die.
Okay, you jinxing it.
Yeah, 10 again.
So it's 6. It's -6. -10, and that's the critical damage that you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You do 16 total.
Okay.
Just add the HP in there. -16. It's badly hurt. That's your first attack.
Second attack. 15.
Roll damage. It has an AC of 8.
6.
You cut its head off, it dies. What do you do now, Nesh?
Can I just? Oh, well, yeah. I guess I just run away because they're running away. No sense in me being by myself.
And you see a streak of lightning across the sky. It says pussy.
What the fuck?
I'm just kidding.
Imagine.
D&D pranks. You escape? Are you guys fleeing the battle?
Yeah, I guess so. I really thought we could have killed this thing, but very well.
Not
guys
with
do?
my armor class. I'm down to half HP right now, and it hit me twice.
Yeah, but I can tank it.
What was that?
A disgrace to life itself. Oh, and it ought to be vegan.
Are you okay?
I'll be fine.
I say as I overcast, not the way you're talking. I just
It's called upcast.
Cure
Yeah.
wounds. Yeah, I upcast cure wounds at level 3.
Okay, cool. I'm going to assume we go back to the town of Kalion, then what do you guys want to do? It's still nighttime. It is right now probably around... I'm going to say it's around 9 o'clock at night. Let's go back to the rest of the party. What is the rest of the party doing at the festivities? Or are we just kind of just wrapping up synopsis style?
How much attention is Tooth getting?
Kids are like playing with it.
Cool.
If Tooth wants to be played with.
Of course, Tooth does play. I'll feed him a bunch of meat too.
I mean, I'd need a greeting with Grayson, I guess, at some point if he's going to be in my town, right?
I guess so. I mean, you would notice someone with a dragon, no?
Yeah, Tabaxi with a dragon.
Tabaxi with a dragon, yeah. Yeah, you would know. I mean, if you want to say hi to him, say hi to him. But right now, he's just paying attention to Tooth and Cons, because I'm with Cons, actually.
Cons, who's this?
He's a dragon tamer dude.
Wait. Come here. The egg didn't crack, did it?
Not yet.
Okay, good. I thought for maybe that was, I was about to say, that's not ours, right?
No.
Okay.
That's his.
How does he have one?
This is what I'm saying. He's a dragon tamer.
Dragon tamer, you come to my town, you join the festival and stuff. Have you partaken in my silver coin? Here, let me give you this.
Thank you.
So I've been
Very
looking for
much.
people to stay in town and to sort of protect our town while Fortune's Folly goes out and does all these great adventures. Like we go in, we get all this treasure, we bring this gold back to the town, we make the land fertile, we party. It's great. I think you should stay in our town. What do you think? I'm trying to hire you here. What do you think?
I'm an adventurer myself. I don't like to stay just trapped in a town protecting it. I'd much rather, to be honest, stick with this egg of yours. It intrigues me quite a bit.
No shit, you know about the egg?
Oh, this guy Cons just showed me the egg straight away.
It's
After
Cans, by the way. Just
Cans.
I don't like to mispronounce names. I think it's very important as a politician that you know everybody's name and that you know it right?
Politician, huh?
Oi, Lord, that's what I meant to say.
Anyway, I'd kind of whistle, just Tooth, and you'd see the dragon start sprinting to me, crawls up my my chest and onto my shoulder, and it's pretty, like I said, pretty big, but not too big.
Look back at Cans. Well, ours do that when it hatches.
I don't know. Maybe.
Interesting.
If you treat
Cans,
it right.
you'll notice that like Romondo's like gaining sort of a little bit more of an egotistical, political side to him, but not necessarily overwhelming. But yeah, I definitely dive right into trying to hire Grayson to protect the town. But I'll notice very quickly that you want to join the party of adventurers, and I'm like, yeah. Well, I'm not really the leader of that group. This is my town, but the Fortune's Folly, I think you got to go through the other guys. I don't remember all their names.
Oh yeah, Morgwin. Morgwin is the leader.
Oh, that's right, Morgwin. That's right.
I just want to stay with the egg. Make sure it either goes safe, goes home, or just
But
that.
it's not about what you want. It's about what Fortune's Folly want. Morgwin, I'm going to give you the table here. What do you got?
I don't think I've met this guy yet.
That's what I'm trying to do is have you meet him.
Well, what do you do there, lad?
Well, what do you mean with what I do? I do a lot of things. I train, I shoot, I hunt, I spend, I live, I eat, I drink, I breathe.
None of those sound like fighting.
I shoot, I hunt. I'm a great
Oh, you
hunter.
shoot things. Oh,
And do you not see this long bow on my back? I do have a long bow on my back.
that's
A
good for
really big-
hunters.
Yes, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I prefer to stay out in the back, but believe it or not, this Toof is his name. He can do quite a bit of things as well.
Well, I don't know what we'll be doing. I'm sure we'll be leaving to do something soon. Maybe we'll take you on as probationary. Maybe you'll show us a thing or two. And then
Very
we'll
well.
make our decision afterwards.
I mean, sure. I mean, I can also help you with this egg. I mean, like I said, it's quite intriguing. It's very lively.
I'm sure everybody's intrigued by the dragon's egg, yeah. You walk up here, hi, how are you? You got a dragon's egg. Can I see it? Can I touch it? Can I pet it? Yeah. Can I fuck it? Yeah, let's be with the dragon egg, yeah.
Well, I come from a clan of dragon riders, so
Yeah, I see you already got one.
I don't want yours. Don't be a fool. I don't want yours. I love my little tooth, but you know,
What was your name again, lad?
Grayson.
Grayson. Okay.
Like gray sun.
Like the son of Gray. Okay, I got it. Nice to
And
meet
yours, Morgwin. Yes.
ya. Yeah. Oh, you haven't heard of me yet.
No.
No, that's not right. I did tell him your name, Morgwin. I did tell him.
Okay then. You know he's not from here then, or anywhere else that I've played. You see, I'm kind of fucking famous around here. Not
I know.
knowing me, it either means you come from somewhere far away, or you've been living under a fucking rock. I think.
The woods sound more like it.
Yeah, I don't play many shows in the woods. It's okay. We'll give you a pass on that for now. Get yourself a beer. I'm about to take stage again.
Very well. I'm just gonna whisper Romondo. Just quite an attitude, no?
No, he's
Wait until the hairy ass naked dwarf comes running in here.
Naked, just swinging right now.
yeah. It's
You got a hammer swinging no matter how you look at it, right?
Neji and Dvalin arrive back at the festival, and all the kids are like, you see a mother like closing their eyes as Dvalin's running through the town of one of the children. Should we roll a
naked?
d12?
No, we ain't doing that. We'll just say I'm sizable enough to please.
What did I miss?
We just met Grayson.
I'm gonna say that we keep running until we get back to the shop.
Okay.
You guys,
I mean,
you guys get some clothes on back at the shop, but let's go back to the festival. See what else you guys want to do there. You guys meet Grayson.
Oh, how the hell's this?
so. Morgwin, anything else? Cans? What are you guys?
Well, I figure it's kind of the 9 o'clock hour. We're kind of in the crescendo of the evening. Morgwen will stand atop the fountain there and perform the Fortune's Folly follow song about killing the dragon. Yeah. Get everybody in and have everybody sing the choruses along and whatnot. I've got expertise in performance, so that gives me advantage, right?
Hip hip, Hooray!
So 26.
The celebration
It's
goes
the
without a
best
hitch.
goddamn song ever, and everybody loves us.
Everybody loves you guys. The harvest will be plentiful this year as Romondo, rumors of a skinwalker king, is being spread throughout the land. What should we do now, guys? What do you guys want to do?
Well, guys, something that becomes high priority for the town. This is for our town now that we we own it.
The mine. We need to figure out what's going on with that.
So I think we need to head out and fix that mine that we're not getting shit from. We're supposed to get a bunch of stuff from that mine.
Yeah. Devon has a personally vested interest in figuring out what the fuck went on over there. Since it was
Sorry, Devon, I can't hear you. It might be me, but
Am I getting quiet?
Your mic is too low.
Oh, is this better?
Yeah.
Alright. I was just saying that Devon has a personally vested interest in figuring out what happened at that mine, seeing as dwarves occupied it.
Yeah.
So definitely
Didn't think I'd have a problem convincing you, Devon. So glad you're on my side. Let me introduce you to this weird thing here next to me, Grayson. I mean, sorry, Tabaxi.
Weird thing.
He's going to be here with us for a little bit. We'll see.
Wait, didn't we have a cat guy with us before? Isn't he the same guy, different guy, same race, maybe?
Before.
The guy who killed himself with the dragon. The guy who ran in, charged the dragon.
No, I think that was a furball.
Oh, different cat person. Okay.
Sure.
What?
I just have a simple general question. Why the fuck is there a cat standing on 2 feet wearing clothes for? Someone enlighten me.
That's a bit racist, no?
Oh, it talks! What magic is this?
I was born this way.
I'm so sorry. Intelligence is a curse. If it makes you feel any better, I don't have much of it myself.
I do want to say you do. My dragon is on my shoulder. If you want to say anything about the dragon.
That's an ugly fucking cat. It's hairless. It even looks like it has some scales on it. What kind of disease is that? Oh! On to important matters! No offense, cat. I just wanted to let you know I was having a lovely night. Neji could tell you about it since he was stalking us. But we were, get this, attacked by a giant zombie plant thing. In the lake. It's fucking weird. Just figured I should tell the new king, apparently.
Oh, wait, something was happening in my town? I got a sheriff now. I hired him. You shouldn't tell me stuff like that anymore. Like, we're supposed to be focused on the mine, right?
Oh my god. Yeah, you're right. What's this sheriff about, though? Who's this?
I don't know, some shorty that I hired on to, Alright.
Pretty fucked up.
Some halfling that he's in town. He's going to keep an eye on things. I figure I'll get the steward as well before I leave, but we kind of want to just maintain this town, right? So
that seems like in our best interest.
So I think if we go out to that mine and find out why they're not bringing ore back to here, number one, we bring ore back to here with us after we figure out that, and number two, we just help this town and help the people of it. So.
Sounds like a plan. You say something about a steward.
No, who was the guy that was running the town before I took over? He was one of your guys, right?
Yes, a peon of the Ironfoot clan. I don't even think he's a proper disher. Has no real training. Seems like a weasel though, so he's got that going for him.
Yeah, so, I mean, you think if I pay him off, he'll do good for me? Like, keep an eye on things with.
Honestly, it's a 50-50 shot. I mean, he's been here for how long? Like
I
a
don't know.
month, 2 months, ever since the previous lord left. And this town's gone to shit, so maybe not him. He doesn't seem very confident in his own abilities anyways.
Then I need to put it on you to make sure that he stays out of my way, okay?
Alright. Is enough?
You're naked
need
right
mo-
now, right?
No, I went to the shop, put on clothes.
Okay, good.
Okay, you guys are talking about some
After-
plans. Let's say we go through a long rest tonight, right? We go back to town. Dvalin and Neji kind of talk about, the plant thing. Maybe it's kind of weird. Dvalin, the dwarven bonding has begun between you
Aye.
and the smithy. You guys meet the next morning, and we're just going to kind of do like a... This is your opportunity, guys. If you guys want to take off the next day, that's fine. I'm assuming Dvalin casts Sending to send a message to the Ironfoot clans to summon the merchants from there to collect the artifacts that were recovered.
That I do.
How do you word it? What do you say to them?
Aha, I have it prepared. I wrote it down. Here we go.
Awesome,
So,
Dvalin.
as I'm sitting there casting the ritual, I close my eyes and I link my mind with a relative of mine, my elder brother. His name is shit, but I put it down for him. Hold on.
The Voline.
No, his name's Dagny. So I'm gonna link with him, and he's just gonna hear a little dinging sound. It's kind of like a bell. He'd know what it means. And as I connect with him, I'm going to say, "Inform Lord Dane, I've recovered artifacts from the dragon. Request House Calloway, merchant of Kalion. Bring 20 ingots of adamantine. Long live Ironfoot. Respond."
Aye.
And he can respond.
He just says, aye. It'll be done. Traveling, you take the copper wire in your hand. It seems to glow for a brief moment, vibrating with the subtle tones as you send a message across almost an undescribable amount of space and time. You feel the link between your own mind and that of your cousin, right? Is this your cousin, you said?
Elder brother.
Your elder brother, and you speak into the copper wire. The message is delivered safely. It'll take them a week to get here.
Alright.
So this is your opportunity, guys, to do whatever you want to do. I'll tell you kind of some of the options that are in the story, at least. There's the nearby springs, which Dvalin has been supernaturally healed by, but there's something there. It's near Kalion. There's Neji knows of some bandits called the Black Moon Bandits, right?
I do.
There's also the Hag. And Romondo, you gather some more information about the Hag. And you figure out the Hag is roaming the mountains of Zephyrus to the northeast. And it's making things dangerous for the dwarves, the local dwarves here, to scout and prospect mines.
Told you, Dvalin. Priority number one.
And
I agree.
there's also the
Same
dragon, for like we were talking about with cans, to the west. So it's up to you guys if you guys want to take a week here. We'll make rolls, and Romondo does something really cool with the ceremony and stuff yesterday. Romondo rolls a d20 roll with advantage to see if people just start arriving the next day. As people
That would be very helpful.
and things are happening. If he rolls something really interesting, maybe something happens. This is a roll that does not hurt you, it only helps you.
I'm going to have to roll them separately here because
Yep.
let's go. Cool.
with the sky right and everything like that, the lightning and the fireworks, the rumors have already begun to spread. A great skinwalker is leading Kalion.
Reconnecting.
10's
I
pretty
did
good.
twice, sorry. 10 into what?
You're gonna roll one more time.
D20,
right?
I got a 10.
You're gonna roll advantage, right? You're gonna roll twice.
I think I did
Oh, I
that
see
in
you
the
did
first
that.
one,
I
right?
did. I see, and I see you rolled the other one. So you rolled a 10, so nothing supernatural happens or nothing incredible happens, but still, stuff is happening, Romondo. A few more people come into town. I'm gonna throw it back to you guys. What do you guys want to do?
I'm definitely going to be looking for some. It doesn't really matter if they're skilled or not, but laborers in general, so I can get the mine, at least the one in town, up and running again.
You've already successfully done that. You've already hired them. And what we'll do is after the session, I'll give you a fucking bill. The bill is charged weekly.
Right. I'm putting it on the King's tab.
Okay. Each skilled laborer is a silver piece a day.
All
so
right.
you have 4 of them, so that's 4 silver a day.
That.
It's 4 silver pieces a day for them to mine it out. And we make rolls at the weekly mark of what they get.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's on my bill?
Well, yeah, they're getting resources to breathe life back into the town. I assume you'll be able to cover it.
How many silver you need?
Just 4 a day.
So how many do you need?
4 a day. Right now, 4.
So I'll give you 4, I guess. All right, fine. I'll give you 4 silver. That's really kind of weird, man. I don't understand these politic things.
What are you asking for me to put down a down payment?
It's ultimate. Like if we're leaving, we usually have to pay it in advance, right?
Yeah, you got a fair point. 400 silver.
400?
Aye.
Okay. And I'm 396 more.
Sweet. And I immediately turn that over to the unskilled laborers, 100 each.
You give each laborer 100 silver pieces each?
Jesus.
Okay.
That's so bad.
So
we got them for a third of a year.
That's so bad.
Yes, that's correct. So I'm keeping some of this notes down.
We're gonna create such inflation in this town, it's gonna cripple it.
They'll never need to work again. I mean, they will have to work, but still.
This is the next day. Like I said, we went through a long rest. I'm just throwing out there, what do you guys want to do? So we've hired some skilled workers that will make a roll once a week. It's the second day of the week right now.
Okay.
Oh, we slept in like nice beds and all that jazz, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely, since I had to leave my armor and shield behind, I'm definitely going to be forging myself some new ones. Wait, no, I have my shield. I just left my armor, which was nice scale mail, but we'll worry about that later.
Can I make some sort of roll to see how far along that egg is into gestation?
Yes. What type of roll do you want to do, Grayson?
Animal handling? Maybe?
Nature.
Nature's fine. I have a +0 in that.
Roll it up.
Of course. When I want to do
Fortune's
something
Folly, guys.
useful. Of course when I want to do
hold on.
something useful.
If you're doing this like around us, I could give you advantage since I have proficiency in nature.
Please. Please.
Good. Roll it again. I'll help you out. I'll see if my door.
No! No! I
You
quit.
suck.
I
You
quit.
suck.
I quit.
You suck hard. You suck hard nards.
I quit. I can't do this.
Stupid fucking cat!
Embrace the failure.
You always have to fail at least 2 times in a row in order to be part of the gang. At least you know you're welcome now. You're one of us! A failure.
That doesn't make me feel good.
It's not supposed to.
It's supposed to make us feel good. Now you know why we're all together.
Remember that time I shot myself in the arse with a fucking laser? Oh, good times.
If we're staying here a week, I'm gonna do that every day until I get it.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be forging myself some armor.
That's fucked up.
Devon, you're like a master craftsman. You put the resources to work, plus you work with your soon-to-be wife. Right?
Yeah.
And, so it's two people working together. And Kansas also has the ability to forge magical items as well. So it's just one of those things, I just throw it back to you guys. I mean, like, do you guys want to stay here a week while the king from the east comes, from the dwarves? So you guys can sell and buy magical items maybe, or what's the plan, guys? Is that the idea? We're going to stay here a week, or are we going to go out and start adventuring right now?
Why don't... What? There's a couple of things that are close by that are like day trips, right?
Like what?
Wasn't
Mine.
The mine is close by? It's like a half a day walk, right?
The mine that they're talking about is within the kingdom of the dwarves. It's far to the northeast, probably about 7 days travel.
And what about the monster in the bog that almost took off Valen's hammer?
It's right over there. It's like pretty close by.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go do that.
You guys want to go try to fight this creature?
Sure. Show them what I can do.
I'll just equip that chainmail I made earlier and then return it to the shop after the fight.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything? Or we're just heading to this place, Neji?
Say again?
We're going to head to the bog or the springs?
Oh, okay.
Okay. How are we approaching the springs?
Angry.
Angry.
Looking for revenge.
We're approaching the next morning.
Long rest. That changed my spins.
Keep your eyes on the water. It likes to lurk.
I'll load the models out.
Now that I think of it, I had a very pleasant time in that lake. And it wasn't just because of the woman with me. The water, it was refreshing. Some of the scars I received from that damn cave parasite are gone now. It's like it never happened. We could monetize this.
What? Oh god.
Just saying. We could.
As we're passing by one of the ponds, I want to take a drink out of it.
Take a drink?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, everybody rests in town. So everybody can already roll a D8 for temporary HP, right? Or their hit dice that they're rolling, right? You can roll that now and add it to the hit points.
Hit die,
That will
hit
happen.
die, hit die. D10 plus 1.
Sweet. And we add our con mod, right?
What is
yes.
with my rolls today? I'm getting so mad.
You feel the refreshing spring course through your body, Devalin. You're onto something for sure. But it has no effect on you right now since you already are. You have temp HP. Temp HP does not stack.
Yeah, that's fair. I have a water skin.
Ooh.
I'm gonna fill my water skin up with this water.
You have the spring. This place is called the Eldrin Springs. So you can specify that the notes in your character sheet if you wish. You go over to this area right here. There's like a pond over here. I just put your models out here, guys, but you go over to this spring here. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna keep my eyes on the water and look for anything that doesn't look like it belongs there. Particularly a giant mound of weeds with a skull in it.
Do you guys want me just to move the models up, make perception roll?
I'll describe the
Sure.
creature to them, just so they know what to look for.
Does anybody want to cast any spells before we approach the spring?
Shield of Faith!
Okay.
Shield the face.
Anybody else?
Bodos moment.
I guess I'll do bark skin on myself if we're looking at dangerous stuff.
Let's have everybody make a perception roll.
Cool. Got a 14.
We're walking through up to the springs. The bubbles of the fresh subterranean waters spew forth from the mountainside. The aura of it emanates within sort of the mid-morning weather, and the birds are chirping Grayson. It's beautiful, but you wonder about the egg. I did load cans in here too. Yeah, I got cans up here, even though cans is kind of quiet right now. Across the pond in the light time, right, Devon, it's a lot easier to see. You see a zombie out there. They seem to be drifting around the pond a little bit, kind of aimlessly. I'm going to say you guys approach stealthily, so everybody can roll stealth roll, and I'll roll perception with them. Everybody has to be a 9, otherwise they spot you.
Dirty 20.
I have disadvantage, so don't blame me.
Does cans roll with disadvantage?
No, I
got a 6.
Oh, I passed. I got 2 14s, baby.
Wait, do I roll with disadvantage at all?
No, because this is based on your armor.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, I was saying that because I'm wearing heavy armor right now.
27.
Yeah, but see, what I do is I use everybody in the group. So, cans failed against the zombie. I just rolled with one zombie, but theoretically I would roll with every creature in the encounter. The stealth roll fails, we roll initiative.
Oh, Lord.
Fucking cans.
I go last.
Gotta be cans.
You see your armor there, Devalin? Still laying close by.
Yeah.
Where you left it. Like right over here.
Yeah. Once the fight's over, I'm gonna go over there and put it in my pack.
Looks like Grayson rolled a 22. Neji, what'd you get? Neji, what'd you get, buddy? Hasn't rolled yet. Devalin? 5.
5.
Romondo's a 1. Morgwin?
12.
12. Neji didn't roll yet.
What, my...
Initiative? Cans? Rolled a
9.
5. I think he goes right there. And Neji rolls a 9 after Morgwin. So we'll do the staggered initiative. Let me add the monsters in here.
Cool.
I will roll with the monsters now.
I wish my tail spire was working so I can
I
actually
rolled
roll
a
my guy.
22. So I tied with Grayson, correct?
Yeah.
Grayson,
My dex
what's your
is
dex?
20.
Okay. Let the power gaming commence. So it goes right after you. It doesn't really matter. It just has to kind of beat you. And normally I would say it does that. You guys killed a few zombies the other night, so there's less zombies here now. Grayson is up first.
Cool. Grayson is going to take the bow off of his back and just say, Toof, get ready. I do want to say Toof goes, he goes after me. He's on my initiative. I do want to say that.
So what I'm going to do with Toof is I'm going to use our summoning rules for Toof. I got this little guy for Toof right now, but we'll give Toof a better model in a second. Let me see if I can...
Yeah.
I just got this little weird dude for Toof.
It's alright. Weird dude's fine. I'll worry about it when I get my test bar working.
Yeah, it's fine. Toof. And basically Toof will go in the initiative order. Summons go last. They do not require a bonus action for you to use.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, because it says in my summon that he takes my initiative right after mine.
It's better this way.
But
that way he doesn't use your bonus action.
Oh, so he won't use my bonus action.
That's
Okay,
correct.
that's fine then. All right, then I'll take it then. Fuck it. All right. In that case, I want to. Let me see. Where are we at? Where am I at? Can I see the undead? I can see the undead plant, right? The big one.
You want to make a perception roll as your action?
Sure. Oh wait, that's my action. Just in general, can I see it or no?
You have to make a perception roll.
Well, that's my action though.
Yes. Because you hear Can step on a big twig, and the zombies are alerted.
All right.
His armor's kind of heavy, guys.
If I do that, then I won't have anything to do.
Do you want me to skip you? You have 15
If you don't
seconds.
have anything to do, use your action to find it. If you can't find anything else to do.
Sure.
Yeah, just
Sure,
keep
yeah.
the game moving.
All right. 16 to see the undead plant, the big one.
You see some rustling. It's kind of hard to see, but it's from over here.
Oh. If I can't see it, I can't hunter's mark it.
Your turn is over. The plant is up. It shambles out, though, as it's been alerted. Let me reveal it. Let me move it back. So it moves up to here. That's its first movement. And then it moves up to here for its second movement. Morgwin's up.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, I would like it to make a...
Now that it's out in the sunlight and you can see it, this is what it looks like. A ghastly form of vines, weeds, all put together.
Corpse flower.
And corpse. Put it all together. Corpses
Okay.
stitched in between it.
I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Corpse flower.
12 fail.
It is now glowing, and everyone has advantage to hit it. It is now fairy fire.
Cool.
Ooh.
That'll be the end of my turn. Oh, wait, I'm going to move a little, too.
All right. Nice.
To there. And that will be the end of my turn.
Everybody form a firing line.
Yeah.
Is this like the dragon guys where I just start base melting? Zombies start to shamble off. They're not like... You get the feeling, Deval, that they're right, just like wandering kind of around here. So, you know, they're not... Zombies move very slowly. Neji's up. Oh, I moved both of them up. That's okay.
I'm going to...
So you get advantage on the attack from Morgwin. That means you get your sneak attack damage.
Sounds good.
As you get closer to it, make a con save.
Oh, this thing again.
Mm-hmm.
I fail.
You are now poisoned. You attack with
okay.
disadvantage.
Oh my god.
What got you all those levels of exhaustion last fight?
Hey, it balances out.
Well, now I don't get sneak attack. It does not balance
You do
out.
not, because you're not adjacent or flanking it.
Yeah.
The putrid smell invades your lungs. It's overwhelming your senses as you get close to it.
18.
You hit. The AC is 12. A clump of flesh and bones and plants put together.
11.
Cool. That's your first attack, right?
Yes, second attack. 22 hits.
Nice.
7 damage.
Slash across it again. At the end of your turn. It's barely injured.
Yeah, it's the end of my turn.
I already moved this guy. Devalin's up.
All right. Bonus action. Spiritual weapon. Right behind it.
Boom.
Get that flank bonus.
Yep.
Wait, I can advantage attack. Yes, here we go.
Wait, does he need to make that con save?
No, I'm not next to it.
No, because it's a construct.
Oh.
Or it's a spiritual, like
Oh.
ethereal weapon.
Oh, I thought he was moving behind him. My bad.
No, you're good. 5 damage, roll min damage. What else you want to do, Deval?
5.
Powerful
Next up,
beyond
I'm
measure.
going- Oh, shoot.
The spiritual weapon materializes
have-
behind a clump of rolling flesh. Smashing into its back's bones crack out through the front onto Neji.
I am going to guiding bolt at 3rd level.
Okay.
No.
Got to roll to hit. It's still with advantage, I believe. It's an attack roll.
Oh.
Still a hit, but you can fish
okay,
for
yeah,
a
if it's
crit.
with advantage. Maybe. Nah, that's not a crit. In fact, that's a lower roll, but whatever.
Roll
so
damage.
that's 66 radiant. That's a lot. Nah,
Weak sauce.
Whatever. 14 radiant damage ain't bad.
I moved Tooth down the line. Cans is up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna firebolt the plant.
Move you up a little bit.
It's a 21 to hit.
It's an AC of 12.
11 fire damage. And that'll be my turn.
Romondo.
I will bonus action Shillelagh.
Someone said it right. Oh, thank God.
Well, how did they pronounce it before?
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
I will move
Yeah.
up next to. Is that you, Dvalin?
Yeah, that's me.
I look at it and go, "That looks like a stinky ass piece of shit."
Yeah, slap my ass. Bear.
Behind it, I'm going to cast Erupt Earth. So busting out like a 20-foot cube centered on a point behind it to create a dexterity saving throw for it.
Passes with a 19.
So it's going to take some bludgeoning damage on the failed save, but it is not going to become difficult terrain for it. So I'll roll the 3d12.
Sorry.
I can take half.
Nice.
8. But yeah, and it basically just erupts a bunch of earth around it, but he's able to escape it and not be not be in difficult terrain.
Okay. Tooth is up.
Tooth is, he has 40 move speed, but he is going to go to the edge between Dvalin and Romondo, and he's going to hold his reaction for when I shoot. He's going to infuse my strike with his fire.
Okay. Grayson is up.
Grayson, I am going to go to the right of Dvalin and look at it. I look at this damn undead thing. It's like, I've never seen of the like. And I'm just going to notch 2 arrows and shoot them both at the shambling. It's at advantage, right?
Yes.
I'm going to put sharpshooter on it then.
Okay.
-5, add 10 damage.
Sure.
First one.
That is a hit.
Alright. He, for the first arrow, takes 21 damage, and as I shoot my first arrow, what Tooth is gonna do? Tooth is going to shoot what seems like this plasma ball onto the arrow and just coat it in fire, and it's gonna do an extra 1d6 fire damage on it. That is, yeah. So 21 piercing, 2 fire.
Nice. Strangely enough,
And
this guy's
then-
not vulnerable to fire.
I know, right? And then here's my second arrow at advantage, also sharpshooter.
Wet wood does not burn.
23 minus 5.
Roll damage.
Alright. 8. I do 18 points of piercing damage.
Is that the end of your turn? It's wounded.
That is the end of my turn.
Runs up to... he's going to move up to here. Up to you guys like this. So now on the start of your turn, you all have to make con saves as the smell begins to overwhelm you. He looks around. He's going to attack. We'll do one attack onto Neji. Hits Neji for 7 plus 10 necrotic. 17
Oof.
damage, Neji. I hit you with a 21.
Sheesh.
Are you doing okay, Najee?
Wait, hold on. You hit me with okay, so I'm gonna use my reaction to have that damage.
Okay. You can half the whole damage because it's all under one roll, right?
Okay.
So you half the 17 divided by 2, and then you round down.
Okay, cool.
Cool. I'm going to attack Romondo. Dirty 20. 6 bludgeoning plus 11 necrotic for 17 total.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack Grayson.
Grayson, huh?
Doesn't hit Grayson.
Nope.
Morgwin's up.
I just want to jump over it.
All right. I'm going to maintain concentration on the fairy fire. I'm going to use my bonus action to Hexblade Curse the creature, and I'm going to use the Wand of Magic Missile.
Blast it away!
I'm going to upcast it. I'm going to use 4 charges.
Okay.
That makes it what level?
Level 5.
Okay. Alright. So, no to hit, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be 15 plus 1. 15 plus 5 is 20 plus the Hexblade Curse.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Plus 3 bonus to damage rolls. So that's 15.
It's dead.
Yeah.
It's dead.
How you destroy it, Morgwin?
I
Blop!
I flip the wand up in the air and I catch it and I point it over my shoulder like this, and I just you're just gonna I just a bunch of noise comes out of my mouth and I shoot it.
Blah, blah, blah.
I hold my shield out in front of me as it inevitably explodes.
That would have been like 40 points of damage.
Cool. What else you got? I'm assuming this encounter's over. You guys dispatch the 2 remaining zombies with ease on the other side. The springs of Kalion are now free from the necrotic plague that was here. Who wants to make the investigation roll to kind of search around and figure out maybe why this creature was here?
Not me.
I think I have a +8 to it.
I can enhance that
I have a
ability, I
+3.
think, this time and give you advantage on that.
I have a +3 on it.
A lot
Unless you
easier
have
to
a
ride the
better?
ball with the whole group here.
I can
was
I
that?
can roll it if you guys want me to.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying I'm not gonna roll it. I don't have any modifier nor am I proficient in it, so just someone else do it.
Does Cans have... I think nobody's proficient except for Cans.
I'm proficient in
So
investigation.
Cans rolls a 19.
But I can give it enhance ability
You want
to
to
give advantage to that.
Yeah, I used it.
use another...
Okay.
Yeah, he used it already. He rolls with
Okay,
advantage
sorry.
with Grayson as 2 begin to search around. And it's pretty difficult, but I'm going to say the DC was probably like 20. You search around for like a good 30 minutes around the spring. You find the bones of another humanoid. If you want, you can make a medicine roll.
That
That I have.
I
I don't have
can
medicine.
I can roll, but I can't give someone advantage on it. I have a +4 to the roll.
I'm +2.
I'm +6.
Okay.
Romondo.
Wait, do you have advantage on the roll, or
There's a body here.
You're proficient, right?
I'm not?
You're
But
not.
I have a +4.
I can
Do
make
you
you.
wanna-
I can give you. I'd rather give you the advantage on that. I think.
Okay.
There's a body here. Check it.
Because it's either one roll with a +6 or 2 rolls with a +4.
Yep. And I think I go your way
18.
on this one. Plus, I'm also doing other stuff, so.
Alright. 'Tis an 18, Dungeon Master.
Nice. We have... Oh, the medicine roll? It appears to be an elven woman of some kind. The cloth or whatever she was wearing has been decayed and beyond notice. But next to the body, you find a book. Morgwin takes a look at the book and begins to page through the arcane scribblings written in magical ink. Most of the book is still recoverable. The ink has not been blurred out. The book was buried well and unusually preserved, Morgwin.
Wait, I was the one who made the roll.
Yeah, you made the medicine roll to determine more about the body and the cause of death. The cause of death, you don't see any forced blunt trauma to the skull or anything. You can only assume that something happened here and the body died of natural causes.
She might have drowned. Maybe.
The spring is like knee high.
What you got there, Morgwin? Or was it Romondo that found it? Who was it?
I don't know.
Khan's found the body. I helped him out.
No, who found the book?
Morgan found the book.
Morgwin.
Oh.
What you got there, Morgwin? Looks fancy.
I'll have to read a while. Figure out what the fuck it is.
Oh, sure. Oh, sure. Take your time.
I've linked in the book for and what spells are in it, Morgwin.
Cool.
What do you think the book was?
So, wizard spellbook?
Yeah, but what kind of wizard?
Mage armor, web, circle of death, bestow curse,
Necromancer. Ooh.
necromancy, maybe.
Drow?
I'm sorry, I can't discern skin color from the bones.
That's why I discern it from the book.
Ah!
It's a powerful spell book, Morgwin, but I don't think anybody in the group can really use it. Besides just trying to sell it, as is.
Yep.
I mean,
it's going on
if
my
someone
list
had-
of shit.
If someone has 13 intelligence, they can multi-class.
I don't think anybody. Maybe Neji does.
Who wants to make the nature
Yeah,
roll
level.
on the spring?
I have proficiency in nature, so if somebody else has a high modifier to it, I can give you that.
Yeah, I don't. I remember what I rolled for my nature check.
Probably me.
So what is your nature modifier?
5.
Alright, so I'll give you advantage on it.
Cans takes out his alchemy kit, dips his flask in there, his burners kind of go off. He begins to analyze it. Cans, how this thing works is it's a spring of restoration, really. Like, it's able to remove diseases, and like what Dvalin did with the spring, you can take the cans, you could take like a fluid out of it or whatever, or put it into a water container, and we'll make it easy and gives you a hit dice worth of temp HP.
That's lit.
We can sell that. Make a lot of
Romondo,
money.
this is looking like a really nice business opportunity, my lord.
Aye.
Wow.
Or we can make this like a hot springs, where you have to pay to get in. Oh, that'd be nice.
And do shipments out to other towns.
Maybe not.
It's getting late. I think I'm gonna hop off.
Okay,
I gotta
buddy.
go to bed.
Let's call it a session here, I think. If you guys want to message me
Night, Neji.
what we'll do over the next week, I'll just do like a little summary of what happened. So maybe next week we can do some adventuring, or do you guys want to keep doing this sort of like town RP stuff?
Maybe town
Adventuring
RP for
fun.
the first bit, but I would like to get that mine situation figured out as soon as the
It sounds like we're heading northeast to the mine.
Mhm.
Yep, head northeast to knock out the hag in the mine, essentially, right?
Build a list of items that you want to sell. The guys coming here will only have Dvalin's ignates that he asked for, the adamantine ignates. So if you want to sell items, just get them ready so we know the prices and stuff like that. And they'll be able to buy and sell with you guys. Now, he's only going to have so much gold to sell you, but, you know, it's a bit of, you can imagine it's going to be a caravan. Plus, he's going to buy the items from you, Dvalin, above market cost from the artifacts. Cool.
All right.
As Bog, the one thing that Romondo would want from like a caravan would be a set of armor that is not made out of metal, but if somebody can furnish some sort of wooden spiked armor, it would be paid for graciously by the Lord.
Well,
that's something maybe Dvalin could craft.
Yeah, if you gave me enough materials, like
Or
proper
cans.
materials. If you go to cans, I'll break your foot.
Yep.
But no, all you need to do is give me the proper materials and the time to do it. I'll get it up.
Wait, you work with wood?
I've been known to dabble with ironwood before. Yeah.
It's unexpected
yes.
from someone like you,
I
but
don't
yeah,
know.
I mean,
What's going on?
shit. We're gonna go and take a look and find some good wood. I just want something scary and spiky.
Sure. Maybe some good old thorn rosewood. I might be able to work with that.
I've been using
But I've
hide armor the entire time, so an upgrade for me is spiked armor.
It's fine. I can work with that. So about the payment for this endeavor. How much are you willing to pay for it?
Wait, what endeavor?
For me to make your armor.
Oh, how much do you need?
Well,
Oh,
I'm
wait
gonna
a
need
minute, wait a minute here. Didn't we help you recover those artifacts?
No, I'm talking about for the cost of resources.
Oh, I see.
I'm not gonna charge him for the armor itself. I just need to be able to pay for the resources.
Fair enough then.
Aye.
You give me whatever kind of wood you find, I'll work with it.
Then I'll work next session on finding some wood.
Ironwood would be best. I'm
Go
most
punch
familiar
some
with
wood.
that. But
Go
if you
punch
find
some
something
wood.
with higher quality, I'll see what I can do.
Mahogany.
No, mahogany shit. Only makes tables.
Yo,
I have
you
this
know,
stuff
man?
from
You know, man, Jimmy?
IKEA. They say you can put it together